Hello everyone, welcome to another Tabletop Tuesday. I hope everyone has had a good week. Yay, OBS will just go live and now the camera is not going to show in 1 second. Hope everyone has a good week, so I am going to probably be running with my new sort of stream schedule. There we go. Thank you, OBS. So I will be doing, I usually stream 3 times a week, but I'm now going to be dropping it to 2 times a week, and then just do the first Sunday of every month instead of Tuesday, Friday, and Sundays. I couldn't do on this Sunday anyway, so, you know, but I'm back. So we're going to continue. I wasn't sure whether or not to start painting the Silent King, but I figured maybe we'll just keep building the Silent King, because the only things I thought that I could actually build today. That's proper like nudged it, isn't it? What is going on with this camera? You can see my chair. There we go. It's the minions. How do you call them? Minions. Not quite sure how you say them, but this is what we did last time. And there's like some extra little pieces. So I'm building this in part just so then it's easier to actually paint together. So this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be continuing. So I have scrolled down slightly. I've got to find the page for that. Yo, Onage, welcome in. I hope you are keeping well, my friend. Where are you, browser? Interact. So this is what we're doing. I hope you can I can maybe make that a little bit taller. So that is what we're going to be making. Let's see if I can edit this. I don't know if it will work whilst I'm on here. Let's go properties. Hi, let's make that a bit bigger, shall we? That's gone down that way. Let me just readjust this so you can actually see. Okay, yeah, that might be a bit big. Oh, I can't click on it now. Oh no, browser. Let's reduce that a bit more. So I'm looking forward to getting this Silent King actually built. And then begin to get it painted as well. We want it like that or like that? Like that, I guess. So I know it's kind of over, but then because I do stream, if you want to call it that, whatever, on Twitch and YouTube, so we're going to be using that. There we go. So I'm going to sort of start, so say we've done a little bit, so this is what it will be. So I thought I'll still focus on this before I start building my Baneblade. So I thought we was gonna, I know last time I was like, I'm gonna just build whatever I fancied. So this time we're actually gonna build officially. So I'll still be using the same thing, as you can see that. Because this just makes life a lot easier. So, I mean, there's only like 3 lots of sprue, but I still gotta actually build it. But here we go. So I thought, oh, if I start painting it, it's going to be like mostly unpainted together. So I will know. I do know what kind of color scheme I'm using, which will be the same as my other Necrons. Are you going to tell me what pieces they are, or are you just going to put 2 and 2? So I do the typical for my Necrons, like the Rune Lord Brass. That's what we do. I'm just trying to find the right, they're not actually. Okay, so this is going to take me a long time to try and find. You need 2 and 2. Well, I can't find a 2 and 2, which is round. So this could be a while. This could be a while. Yo, Granda, Robert, welcome in. Good evening. I'm just going to be lurking in the background, as I always seem to do. No worries at all. I appreciate the lurk. Sometimes, you know, you gotta just chill at least. I do quite a little bit of lurking myself, to be honest. Much appreciated. Just noise in the background. I appreciate you dropping off because they're not round. Right, okay. Appreciate I can keep your company in the background. Yo, Jammy, use the color of 1,000 dead tomb walls. Or I just think like ultra like glow in the dark green or something. So I thought we'll just continue building before I start painting this thing. Because at least then, as long as it's built, I mean, I probably won't even get a chance to play until I've actually painted it anyway. But we'll see. It's because some of the sprues are too big to put in here. So that's a 2 and a 2, which I'll have to like alter. 7 and a 1. Well, at least the step that's got to be a 1, yeah. Well, apparently that's not a 1. Oh, this is the music, which is a little bit like Stranger Things. Or that little bit sounded a bit Stranger Thingsy. I'm gonna just turn that one down. Just so that it's not like too bright in my face. But I hope everyone had a good weekend. Said I'm gonna be changing my stream schedule just to give me time. And it did feel really weird. I was like really busy. I was being sociable on Sunday and I sat there and they're like, don't you stream? And I was like, I usually do on a Sunday. I said, but I'm gonna just trial it and maybe do it for like one Sunday a month. And it was actually just nice to have that downtime. So I didn't get a lot of like downtime of doing nothing. So like yesterday it was my day off. What was I doing delightfully? Tax return. So afterwards I was like, I'm literally going to jump on 76 for a little bit, and I really enjoyed it, just in taking some time out, which is quite a rarity. So if you're new to the channel, it's quite rare for me to actually get any time to sit and play other than on a Friday. I have a feeling 7 is not on here. I will work out what shape that is. But we'll see. If I feel like, oh, I want to stream on another day, I will. Like, if I want to stream on a Sunday, I will. It's just this week, I know I couldn't anyway. I hate when you're looking for a piece and then, oh, I'm not looking forward to the tiny bitty, itty bitty scarabs. But I hope you're well, Jammy. Oh, found it. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I probably miss you guys too much, you know, I want to come back because I do enjoy having the social side of it. Of course, you know, obviously. So I'm just going to cut out all the pieces for this. Okay, we'll do that bit first before we do the orb, right? You have to recharge, it's important. We're talking to us plebs. Oh, that's what I was literally finding by the I Love Plebs. The TV, what was it a TV program or something like that? You go, when in Rome, that one. You'll know what I mean if you've seen Plebs. By Christmas, I was just like, I can't do this. I can't work and stream, and then it's just why my content was suffering because I was like, I haven't got time to do that. I know, like, for this year I really want to make a new vault suit. I haven't even had time to even... Well, I suppose I've already got, like, the cat suit I can make, but I did buy that sort of online pattern, but I think I might buy a new one, because it didn't ever... What's the official term for the crotch bit, right? So it's literally just 2 pieces of material and you sew it together, but then you have no, like... girdle, I don't know what you call it. Begins with G, I'm sure. Or like on a Sunday, if I am like making my cosplay, I mean I could literally just put it on and then start like get the sewing machine out. We're playing upgrades every day. How's it been? Yo, PC first. Everyone else. Everyone else is wrong. Everyone else is not really here. Cat suit, cat suit. Oh, I see it, I see it, I see it, I got it. It was, I think it was like a cat suit, or was meant, yeah, I'm sure it was called cat suit, but it was literally 1 and 1. Why did that ban that, not the crotch fabric? I mean, I'm presuming this is allowed to say this. I can't remember what you call it. What do you call the crotch? Is it not good, is it? What is it? I can't remember what it's called. Gusset? That's what it's called. It's even this is not telling me. The gusset. I'm sure it's a gusset. Something like that. So I need to make a new vault suit. Maybe get a different pattern one. I mean, it was meant to be for a cat suit, and I was like, well, cat suit, jumpsuit, same thing, yeah, same thing. Literally how I felt when I was like, well, this isn't going to work, because then you put it on, and it's like, I might be really small, but nobody's that small. I don't know why it's like broken, my music. The lights were on, but no one was home there. It was blowing, but then it wasn't. So that is my goal, but to be fair, I actually need to really try and find some decent material, and I don't even know where the nearest shop is anymore. Crazy secret fairy. I could become a fairy if I did a shally, technically. I got very excited playing, but this is why I miss playing on Xbox, because you could record like the last like so many seconds. And I came across Graham and Shally. I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. I love Shally the movie. And he was like Shally. I was like, but I was like, damn it. I'm not really paying. Where's it? Oh, I can't get the lid off it. Or become a fairy and become the Muff Man, because technically he's quite fairy, because Muffs are. Oh, she's got a strong whiff of glue there. What we'll have after 500 years. Maybe a few wrinkles will start settling in, you know, being frozen for like 200. Still have your dad. He will still be going strong, right? Okay, I don't understand what this is. This looks a little bit kind of Star Wars-y, this bit, right? It looks a bit pod racery. I can't quite work out where this goes. Right, because oh, you can definitely tell the quality goes. That's clearly for the outside in my left hand, and that clearly is inside. Oh, I didn't even do that bit. I'm definitely like looking forward to painting this bit. And you know as well, like the weather here, compared to I was back at work, I was like, it's been a week back to work, and my god, it feels like I've been back for months, yeah? I'm presuming this is actually a 7. This is 7. Upside down. Copy bits go that way round. This goes. And I was like saying today, like how weird is it? Within this time last week, we had snow. Then this time this week, we've just had rain, and it's been it was actually, I wasn't that cold today. But we have just had storm something or other, whatever it was called, begin with G. I'm guessing that has to clip in somewhere like that. Oh, this is the what does Games Workshop actually want me to do, bollocks now? Yeah, that goes there, but computer says no. Okay. Wing it, right? Or I'll sacrifice once. Will you get much if you sacrifice them though? That's the oh, we could do with some more plastic glue, and they are currently at the said location with plastic glue. Oh no, we're doing okay. I thought we may have run out of said plastic glue. It might not be worth. You might not have much worth of sacrificial. We're gonna guess it's something like that, right? We're guessing. It kind of looks like really weird right now. I hope we get more snow soon, as I spent 5 quid buying 2 said. And it stopped snowing! Oh my god, that's so sad. Oh, Oh, hopefully, just for that, I hope it does snow. To be fair, I was thinking today, like, don't they say this is the worst snow we've had in like 10 years or something? And I did see another, we've got like another Beast of the East, but you know when they say like, oh, England's gonna, or Great Britain's gonna get hit by snow, like, what is it, everyone's like, it's got to stock up because it's gonna be like really bad, and you go, let me guess, Scotland, Northern England, Islands, maybe Wales. It does look pretty. I mean, sometimes we do get more snow in like February and March, don't we? But we haven't really had snow for many years. They said this was like the worst snow in like 10 years. I was like, well, depending on where you're from. I do like snow. For that, I hope it does snow for little jammies can go out on the sleds. Or they're both for you, one of the two. You could like use them as, put them on both your feet and then just double sled it. If you know what I mean. Oh, I hope so. Be like, that's really sad. I'll commission you to make me a Mothman cultist robes. I would love to do a Mothman. I did almost do a Mothman for a Halloween party, but the thing wouldn't arrive in time, and I was like, I don't really have time to like make something. I was like, it's probably actually cheaper. You can buy. They have got some Mothman outfits like on Amazon and Temu. You can get them on Temu. One is better than the other though. It's more like a poncho with a couple of feathers on your head. So making actual like Mothman cultist robes would be so cool. Pinch the snow shuts down the entire UK. I mean, it literally does, depending on where you're from. If you're like Scotland, they're like, this is nothing. Like London. Oh, I don't understand. Why does this goop out everywhere? I want to say we had snow down this way, but it was just cold and frosty. Oh, you just had cold and frost. It's so weird, isn't it? And then you do, yeah, you see like on the news going, oh, Britain's been hit by all these like snowstorms. Well, you're not sticking, are you? Literally not the snow. I was so impressed that my little snowman, or Vault Boy made a little snowman. He hung in there, and then my igloo throughout like the day was slowly disappearing, like really slowly. So it went. Friday morning, I woke up and it was like, it's gone. Two inches. That's true. Can't knock 2 inches. That's the average size, above average. I love that. It's not many, right? Fort Boy Igloo was epic. Oh, it literally was holding on, and when we had like rain, it was slowly disappearing. Thank you. I enjoy doing like little videos of him. I do love the snow. I really want to go back to the Arctic Circle, and I'm kind of like, that'll be like next year, because I think when I went, I remember when I went, I was at uni, because we were told, oh, you're not going to have exams until X time. So me and someone else had booked a holiday, and then they only brought they brought them forward or back. Something stupid. They moved the exams, and we booked holidays, and they're like, one was literally going abroad as well, and uni were like, what's your problem booking holiday during university time? And we're like, you told us when the exams were, and you've now moved them. Fuck it, we're still going. So we did. It's like, you can't do this. Right, I need another one of them thingies and some of them thingies, like little Malteser things. Jammy should marry me. Be all the Jammy and PC. See, it's like that's like peanut butter jelly time, but PC jelly time, jammy time, PC jammy time. Did while you were passed out in Vegas. No, you don't have any drink been offered. Oh, and I'm really like wanting to go to one of the, you know, the American. Oh, I don't know if that's sprue or not sprue. I'm presuming it is not sprue. Meetups like in Vegas. I'm really tempted, because what I like to do is I like to do like one UK trip one year and then do like a big trip abroad. So technically this year is I should be doing a trip abroad this year. But I'm like also to go to all their meetings. I would love to set up a Fallout meet up like in England, but it's just like you'd have to have it in London or somewhere in the centre. Then it's a case of who's paying for the venue. It's like if I was like a multi-millionaire content creator, I would just be like, fuck it, I'll just book somewhere and they can hire caterers. But unfortunately, I don't have that many cabs. I did worry at first. I think that was what's in peace costume. Sauce. Although I don't come to Dubai. I'm going to Dubai to get burn and cry. I've been to Dubai. Oh, I've got to do two of these. These are literally... It reminds me of like the little... You know, when they're little round chocolates and they've got like little praline in the middle. Just me. I can't think what they're called. The dates were nice. Imagine being a vampire. You'd just burn it to a crisp, wouldn't you? Out somewhere like that. No, you could fly though, I suppose. That's not too bad. And then you don't like someone, you can just creep in at night and then just, you know. Would you want to suck their blood though? Get someone else to do it and be like, oh no, now you're dead. That's a shame. I know. Put garlic in their pocket. Turn into a vampire and put garlic in their pocket, you know, just like on Skyrim. Oh. Have you been? I'm going. My wife wants to go. I like staying at home. She makes me go places. Ah, are you actually going? Yeah, I've been. My experience was a bit stressful, to say the least. I think maybe if I went on a holiday and not a stopover, my experience might be different. So I don't want to like put anyone off Dubai, but I was coming back from New Zealand, so I had a couple of days in Dubai. And when I finally get through, he sails through customs. Don't ask why. But I was I had to go through, I think, because obviously like on passports and things. But mine was like, it was like, I think he had like the black electronic one, and I don't think mine's got the. I mean, also I've got a new passport since then because it was quite a while ago. I think mine was it didn't work, you know, because they kind of started to bring them in, and so I had to go in the general line, and that took forever because there was a problem with someone. I don't know. I'm like, they look like they're from that sort of part of the world. So I was a bit like, I don't know where. It was actually quite nice to see them in traditional dress, and then because then we were on like. Oh, well, we all meet at the airport. You meet at such and such point in the airport, and then you get dropped off your hotels. And so, like, they were like, you need to get through this customs. I said, oh, we will hang about for you. It's like, well, it's not my fucking problem, is it? Go talk to bloody customs. I don't know what... They obviously had somebody who was flagging up. Did I not cut the other bit out? I hadn't. That's not a tonk. Where's the tonk? Oh, no, the tonk is still... in box. I'm afraid, I'm sorry. Maybe at some point there'll be a donk. So then, you know, when I got finally through onto customs and finally on this little minibus thing, finally dropped off at the hotel, get to the hotel desk and they go, you're not booked in here. It's like, yeah we are. We booked this through an estate agent? I don't know why we got shit service. A travel agent. He was in New Zealand, obviously on a different time zone, so then we're having to try then to phone the, I was with somebody from New Zealand at that point, knowing that his dad would be awake, who then had to try and phone this bloody travel agent to go, what the fuck have you done? And then it was very much, because it was in my name, it kind of did feel very much, they weren't addressing me, shall we say. They wouldn't, and then somehow, miraculously, our room came on the system. And the travel agent managed to phone them and go, yeah, they are booked in. It's like, it was, I wasn't really being addressed, even though it was like my name who had booked it. It was the man I was with. I don't know, get the vibe. But going through the souks and that was fine. Bearing in mind we were pretty, like, you know, we were jet lagged at this point. So coming from New Zealand to Dubai. So it's an unforgettable experience. But then they were really nice to us after that. Because we were like, can we not just even go to the toilet to refreshen up? We've just literally been sat on the plane for like however long it was, like 12 hours or something ridiculous. We had stopped in, we went from Christchurch to Australia, Sydney. Landed, not allowed off the plane. Got off the plane, and then we took off again. So I saw the Opera House and the bridge. And we landed in somewhere like, I always forget where it is. It was somewhere like Vietnam or somewhere weird like that. We were allowed to go off the plane, to walk around, and then get back on the plane. You're allowed off the plane, and then we flew into Dubai. But it was really exciting, and if you do go, you really need to. It is worth doing like the, you know, the big bus tours, but make sure if you want to do them, you do them in the morning, and then say, don't be like, oh, that's alright, we'll get off at like, I don't know, 4, then we'll go for a meal at 5, because the traffic, we were warned about the traffic is for real. So make sure you'll do a bus tour, but you don't have to go anywhere specific for a while afterwards. Because then we had a meal on a little boat on the river, which is lovely. Let's have a watch party for the gorillas. Godzilla minus. Why maybe that's gorillas? Is this like gorilla music? Heresy and domination. Oh no, I'm doing their enemy right now. Oh, so we'll actually need a holiday after that. It was fun, like in the what are they called, the souks, the markets, because it was very much like ladylike scarf. Put it on, if you stand still, they will put it on you, and then they'll tap, if you're with a gentleman, they will tap the man and try and get you to buy. It was a fun experience, and you can barter as well. It was really funny, but remember, you might definitely look up the rules before you go. So like, you probably don't want to like hold hands and canoodle on the street, you know what I mean? I was very respectful. It was really fun. It was just very stressful. The date's really nice. The food was really lovely. I did a 4x4 desert ride, which is weird because we're in the centre of Dubai, and you go off on this desert tour. And I thought I'll be respectful and wear a dress. Every other woman was like, I covered my shoulders and wore a long dress. Every other woman was in like jeans and a strappy top, and I'm like, oh well, I'll respect their culture here, but okay, fuck me. And then we went. It was cold in the evening because we did a 4x4 desert ride, and you feel like you've driven miles out of Dubai Centre. And then you go up and down the sand dunes, and then you arrive. And I remember arriving, and then because they said we go to a Bedouin camp, how do you say that? And you get food, and it was one of the last tours they were doing with a belly dancer, because then it was their, I don't know what you call it, Ramadan. I can't think what they call it. Like, they're fasting, so they don't do that. And they said you could ride a camel. I was like, I'll be well up for that. You hoist up, because it was a long like maxi dress. We get there, it was a camel literally going around like a stake in the ground, and there was a queue for it, but I kind of felt like that poor camel. But there was a queue for it anyway, so I was like, well, I'm not going to do that. And it was really, if you can do something like the Bedouin camp, that's worth it. So even doing like, you know, the big bus tour, so it takes you out to all like, you see like the Burj Khalifa and what's it, the islands that they've made, you know, and the big like archway. It depends where you're staying. I can't remember what hotel I stayed in. It wasn't on one of them islands. And it's weird because then when you come back from the Bedouin camp, it's about like a 5-minute drive, and you're like, this was like miles out. And you literally see the cars, if they've been parked like overnight, you wake up in the morning, you see them, they are covered in sand. It would make sense because you're in the desert. But I think if I went back for a couple of days so you could really enjoy it, because it was literally we had things booked. It was like, get off the plane, immediately try and do stuff. I can't remember much else, but it was worth a visit. I hope you have fun though. How long are you going for? The dates, if you love dates, oh my god, they're gorgeous. And apparently they're really good for coffee. I don't drink coffee. Oh, the trees talking. I think it was somewhere like, I can't remember. I always forget what it was. I know it wasn't like Singapore. It was somewhere like in that area of islands that we landed. And I think Vietnam always stands out because that's quite a techie country. And I remember getting off the plane and you just immediately see like tech shops. You know, it's a bit like you could somewhere like that. You can imagine like you got out. Like imagine if you get off at China, or you know, you will see other cultural things. It was somewhere like that. I can never remember. Don't mean that in a like if you got off in Amsterdam, you'll see like windmills and you know. In the morning. How was that allowed or not, Crutch? That's amazing. That sounds a laugh. It was. I mean, it was a couple of days, and it was a stopover, so that was tiring. So when we got back, it was like, oh, sleep. Should I get his fleece jean jacket from eBay? Yes! Is it like you're gonna rock the double denim fleece jean jacket? Fleece jean jacket. That sounds nice. 10 days. Oh, nice. Always go place 10 days. I love dates. Love coffee. Oh, nice. You see, I only literally had a couple of days because, as I say, it was just I was coming back, so it was a stopover. But definitely check the rules before you go, because you don't want to be told off. If you get my drift, you kind of want to make sure you're best behaviour. But at least in 10 days, that's good because, you know, when you go for like a week anywhere, you lose 2 days travelling. So that'll be nice. Well, I hope you have a... What bit is this? 8, 9 and 8. Hope you have a fabulous time. Like, is it a place I would go? I suppose to me, it's probably not a place that I would choose to go back to because it's quite technically far away. And I kind of wish, like, my dad used to work for someone who they lived in Dubai and they had a really big house here. So then they always said, if you ever come to Dubai, like, they'd always then send me postcards and stuff. And I was in contact with her to say this is where I'm going, but unfortunately she couldn't be a tour guide because she wasn't there, or she'd moved either out of Dubai or somewhere like Abu Dhabi or somewhere. They'd moved. Otherwise, I mean, it's nice. That's why we booked a travel agent. So we just knew you to get off here. Everything was booked. What we want to do, like we did a river cruise with the food, and they had like music, the bear drink camp, and the belly dancer. That's worth doing it, and the sand dune ride. If you don't mind being like getting whiplash, you'll be fine. As long as it's a proper one. Like a proper tour organised one, so you come back, if you know what I mean, as in it's not going to tip over, which I have actually heard someone tell me the story of that, and I was like, okay. But you know, when you see like on the would you come and do this? Yeah, come and do that. I was like, I can see how it's probably quite easy because you're driving on sand and you are proper light. It was fun. I think if it's like, oh yeah, a week, I think I'd probably enjoy it. And isn't it one of the countries, if you, I don't know if it's still intact in law, if you go somewhere like Dubai, it might not be Dubai, you then can't go to another. It's like if you go to Dubai on your passport, you then can't travel to like Israel. It's not them countries, but you know what I mean. I can't remember. I don't know if that's still intact. They're not them countries. I'm using them as examples to explain what I'm doing, what I'm meaning. I think acid wash it looked like a scan. Oh, that could be cool. Like acid wash it like the jacket. That's not bad either price. I hate when people go to other countries and disrespect cultures and rules. Because I thought, you know, respect the culture, so I don't wear maxi dresses. Well, I suppose I have got some, but back then I was like, I wasn't really a dressy kind of girl. And so I literally bought one from this amazing, like, massive thrift shop, like, in New Zealand. I mean, it didn't have straps on it. I think, did I put straps on it? But I thought I'm going to wear a cardigan anyway, and I'd wear a maxi dress because I thought, you know, we were told, you know, you got to respect this country's culture, and I was like, I totally get that, you know. And I think I did have a scarf with me at all times in case I needed to like cover my head. I didn't need at the time. That was helpful, actually, Jamie. This might be very helpful. If you do an open bus tour, your missus might you might appreciate too if you've got luscious long locks. You might appreciate a headscarf, or a scarf, or pashmina, whatever. Might appreciate that, so you're not gonna get all really like blown away. As I know people get arrested for all sorts. I might be hijabi, so they think I'm safe as houses. Hijab. Oh, I read that as hijabi because I watched someone on TikTok and she goes, come style this with me as a hijabi. So I read that, my brain went as a hijab, so I read it as a hijabi. So hijabi is a type of Muslim, I believe. Oh, she's, what's her name? Oh, I can't think of her. Samina? She's a stunning woman who knows how to design fashion, and you know, and I did see a really heartful post from her the other day, which is really sad. Like, she says she gets a lot of comments, even from the Muslim community, because apparently she shouldn't be dressed like this. She's like, but she is covered, and she goes like, come style this top with me as a hijabi, and let's make it halal, or like top underneath to keep it halal. And I love the way like she says it to put on and go halal. She's amazing. I love it. That's why I read it as hijabi. Hijab. Nothing except oat milk coffees. I was born in a whiplash. So take a neck collar, just in case. Now you'll enjoy it. I think I can't find this piece now. What am I looking for? That's nice as well. So I suppose I don't really remember too much because I was half jet lagged. How long is the flight from here? It's got to be like, it's basically half. Is that? It's got to be more than halfway, isn't it? Wait. If you're coming from New Zealand up. It was quite a way. Because I think, isn't like New Zealand to here like 30 hours or something mental? So I have kind of got the itch to go abroad at some point. Why can't I find... I keep finding pieces that look like this piece, but it's not this piece. Jammy's a beautiful... It's such a beautiful man. I don't know if you get that. Okay, beautiful. I don't want to play outrageous in my hoodie. I don't want to rot in a desert shell for the next 50 years. Yeah, be on the best behaviour. That's the thing. That's why I just thought I went... Well, see, when I went, I thought I got to cover up, you know, shoulders, dress. There were tourists, not dressed like that at all. It's like when we went to the Vatican as well. We were told, you know, dress respectfully. Don't go in. You're not allowed to be. You got to be silent. You're not allowed to talk. You're not allowed to take pictures. Yeah. Literally walk in, a sea of people, and they're like taking pictures. It's really loud. You think you're entering a hall before you get into the Vatican. No, the Vatican. Was this the also not the Vatican? Well, I have been to Italy, but you know the painted ceiling. Oh, I've gone blank where that is now. That might not be the Vatican. Is that the Vatican? Please tell me. And it was just like, and I was, what, maybe 10? And so we went in, because it was like, and you know, you'd be respectful, and we were like, oh, the hell's this? Everyone else is literally breaking the rules, and I think you couldn't go in with strappy tops, you know, things hanging out, you had to cover up. The finger, oh god, where they poked each other. Yeah, that one. You can go and see it. You're well travelled. Take me abroad! I have never been to your side of the world. I've been the opposite way. So I'd love to go to America. I did plan a trip to do... You fly out from London, you do a little round trip, fly out from London, start in Canada, work down from like, do like Quebec, Toronto, Niagara Falls, fly across to like Washington, New York, and come up that way, and then fly back. I was like, that's pretty cool. Land in Canada and fly out from America. Or like train across Canada, that'd be really cool. Why can't I it's just really annoying me that I can't find these numbers. The sprue looks exactly the same. America. But yeah. I read that as Neo at the film. America. But yeah. Is the only way. The only way is up. What is it? King had he was we were watching something, had Gemma Collins like come up in the advert, and he was like, how is that woman famous? I was like, do you not know who Gemma Collins is? The bay burnt. Yo Gecko, welcome. Think you're buying? Don't even know. We got rain and excessive tax. Don't told me about taxes. I've just done my tax return form. Oh. Right to see this model. So cool. I have been sat here for ages trying to find that little hook bit. I can't find it. I'm like, have I already made it? No. Skill issue. Ah! So we've only got that far so far. And I can't find it. It's really annoying me. It really is. But welcome in. I hope you're okay, Gecko. Because the numbers, I know some people sit there and go, you've got to read the numbers on the sprue. Well, the numbers on the sprue, which I know you can't see. We have a 10 there, and we have a 47 there. It's like a 10 and 47. And then there's a 6. So you think, alright, 10, 6, 5, 58. So you can't follow the sprue. Okay. Ah! I love that. Make Necron pod racer if I can't find. I mean, this is starting to look like this is giving me pod racer vibes, right? It is. It's really annoying. I've probably looked at the same piece of sprue multiple times. This is why I can't. I'm now caught on my jumper. All hands on the jammy. Agreed. It's like, oh, of course. There we go. No, but I do hope you have a good time. I haven't put you off, but that was my journey. Thank God I had a travel agent. That's all I'm saying. That's the only time. That is the only time I've used a travel agent. And because it was complicated. I forgot what numbers I'm looking for now. 8 and 9. You know what? Is it really significant? Because can I just ignore this? And continue? Because this is really bugging me. Look at the detail like on these bits here. I have a feeling I've already done this for some reason, but I know I haven't. 8 and 9. I found 10 and 12 and they're next to each other. $67 is next to 41. Which is 67. Wait, 57, 60. I don't know, but it's next to number 3. Have fun with it into Sandlands. It definitely was fun. In the end, just when you arrived off like a how many plus hour flight that was, and you just want to change your clothes, you want to go to your hotel room, shower, and just refreshen up, and you're told, not on the system. And that fact that I wasn't really being spoken to by the male receptionist compared to I don't know, but yeah, you try not to lose your wick here. I actually am going to ignore that because I can't be bothered to stick 6-7. I did that to someone the other day and they knew exactly what I meant. I think it's actually 57. Oh no, there is a 64, and I've just found 11, which is next to 64 and 24. Does this mean we're getting close? Probably not. 45, 10, 65, 6, 5, 58. You know what? I'm giving up. We're missing out that bit, and we're gonna continue. Okay, we're gonna continue. We're gonna stick this bit on. Oh, I'll work this out now. I can't tell if that's actually a significant piece to being stuck down or not. At this point, I don't know. I'm guessing it would actually stick onto that little bit there, so we should be good. I'm just going to make them... This is what we need to do, just stick any old piece on. Because it's these bits, yeah? So we've already had one of them, and I can't find another one. And I can't find a bit that looks like that. I think I find a bit that looks like that. Yeah? Yeah, looks like that one at the bottom. That's not number 9. She says, checking to make sure it's not number 9. And it doesn't matter because I need to find the corresponding number to stick it to, which I can't do, which is really annoying. We'll do that bit later. I just had to get it so funny it doesn't even matter. Right, now I've got to figure out this bit. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. Don't know why it doesn't even matter how hard I try and fluffed it. I think, for copyright reasons, that's perfectly fine. Oh, this is... You know, you get to a certain point, if I wasn't streaming, I would have just given up by now. Right, okay, so the ball's got to go in the cup bit, yeah? Which I'm guessing goes that way around. Let's get it in the right way around. So that's got to go like that, okay? Okay, because there's little lines. Right, this makes sense. It's some of them, like, bands that are never gonna, you know, it's always gonna be up there. To be fair, I haven't listened to any of the new stuff. That actually looks like quite a ball ache to paint, not gonna lie, if I stick that in there. What bit is even this? I don't even know. To be fair, actually, I think that's going to be painted all the same anyway. So many crew jokes, I'm refusing to allow myself typing. What bit is even... What? I don't even know what section this is. The main bit that looks like a spider. Who knows? I'll keep going until I start thinking, oh actually that's not going to go because that looks really tricky. And then we'll start on a new bit, but as it's taken me that long to try and find 2 bits of sprue that I don't know where they are. Oh, have I put them the right way around? Yeah. Can you get in there, please? Oh, there we go. Oh, my neighbour was going to be coming back from Gambia today. To be fair, we're still on today, so she could be coming back in the morning. Okay, my mum, and she is the best. Oh, thank you. I hope I look after you well. No complaints. Sounds more like a threat than anything. Where? Thank you. And constructions are like those paintings, you have to stare into something obvious. It's true, right? Sometimes it's really clear what you've got to do, and then sometimes it isn't. That's where the part of the fun comes in. And you just think, I'll just wing it. One day I was like, I could probably get majority of this done, and I might have to just spray bits on the sprue. Pod Racer is almost coming together. Now I've got to figure out where the hell you put the glue to glue this together. Oh, it snaps in. Alright, that snaps there and there. Oh, let's just cover it in glue, right? Cover it in glue and just hope for the best, yeah? This is where we're now getting to, okay? Okay, I'm glad everyone agrees. Jamie is the best uncle. Like, the best. Handy, because he can do many things. As I wave today. Yo, welcome in, Vash. How are you doing? We're struggling to find the pieces that we need, so we've given up and we're going to move on until we slowly chip away at this model and find the pieces that we need. How are you doing? Oh, I could probably glue. I'm just annihilating this with glue, I know. I want to make sure it sticks. I'll get it in the right place. That might help. So we're kind of building like what looks like a pod racer. Which now I realise doesn't actually stick down where I've glued because there's a gap. And yes, apparently that is meant to be there. So why is the glue continually doing that? I don't understand. Okay, well, so we've got a pod racer department. Ignoring number 8 and 9, the bit at the bottom, because we don't know where that is. Excuse me, there we go. So then this bit here looks something like that. 16, 15, 5 and 6 twice. I'm going to immediately forget. Oh, 5 and 6 are well easy to find, because I've already found them. Because they are quite a generic... I can't cut it off the sprue, because that's really chunky. I was kind of putting it out. I need to get, like... Well, eventually I'll have a different setup to this, but I haven't got the time. It's just start of the year, and I'm like, I haven't got the time to do that. Right, and another one of the same pieces, which I probably should actually check. Oh, that's not 5 and 6. Okay, good, so if I checked it. 5 and 6. He takes me to get milkshakes. What is everyone's favourite milkshake? At the time I went crazy, didn't know where hands go. Oh yeah, what was that? Or something, wasn't it? My favourite milkshake, which I didn't really know existed until I went to New Zealand, which sounds really weird. Shows I don't go out much, right? Vanilla, like proper vanilla. And then when I worked at the bakery, they then had like a little milkshake whizzer. I know you can't call it machine. It's literally you put milk in, put the powder in, and it whizzed. And I got him to order me a tub. You know, the big old tub of vanilla, and he was like, "That's a lot of milkshake." I was like, "Yeah, I know." Oh, vanilla. And McDonald's do vanilla milkshake too. It's just literally, when it arrives, it's just like they've put vanilla ice cream in a cup. I'm not that keen on chocolate milk. I've never been that keen on chocolate milk. That's my least favourite. I like banana and strawberry. Banana always tastes that artificial, doesn't it? But vanilla, yeah, it's good for me. Rat place flavor milkshake. PB flavour. Oh, can you imagine like peanut butter flavour? Well, there is a place that does like, you know, if you walk in and go, "Hi, I want a milkshake with Maltesers," or a drink with it. There is a place that does that. There's probably many places that do, to be fair. It's probably not just there's one location. They're going, "I want Biscoff? Have a Biscoff flavour." I don't like milkshake, I like malts. I didn't even know that existed. Only malt I could think of would be like, oh, what's it called, Jammy? Horlicks. I only ask Jammy because Jammy's a fellow Brit and would know what I mean. What are malts then? This is new. I'm guessing it has. If you're not sure what Horlicks is malt flavour, I guess. So you have like hot chocolate, but you can have it as, it's quite a acquired taste. Like, I loved in New Zealand. I'm going about New Zealand now. Please tell me how that just happened. They have malted biscuits. Oh, I just put glue in it and I don't know where it's gone. Oh, found it. Oh, forgot about that. Not malted milk. We have malted milks here with a picture of a coo on it. A coo. They have malt biscuits, which are completely different. Malted milk are the closest you can get, and they make something called lolly cake out of it. And now when you go to New Zealand from England, you go lolly cake, because lolly cakes are lollipops. I don't know what else you call them anywhere else in the world. It's like lolly cake. What they mean is it's not a cake, because when you make it, I have got a recipe, it's kind of like, it looks suspicious. It's a biscuit, it's crushed up malt biscuits and a shit ton of butter, condensed milk, and lollies. So what we would, the closest thing that us Brits would call it would be Edinburgh Rock. If you know what that is. Kind of a bit hard but soft at the same time. And they call them Eskimos, which are, as I said again, the closest is probably like a softer Edinburgh Rock. And then they cut them up, and then they put this in this biscuit mix it up, and you put it on some, it comes out, should we call it a brown log? And then you roll it in like buttered greaseproof paper, or greaseproof paper really, and you chill it, and you have slices of it. It is like the most diabetic slice you could have, but it is like the best. I think, do you put coconut in it? You can put coconut around it. Banoffee milkshake. Oh, I love banoffee pie. Like, my mum does, like, I might be biased here. Surprised I'm not a fat child. I mean, I was quite a chubby baby. But her, like, banoffee, I love my mum's banoffee pie. I mean, I'm sure everybody would say the same, but I was like, about, yeah, and someone else, but I love banoffee pie. And she does it with, like, chocolate Rice Krispies. So Cocoa Pops. I just realised, I don't think you can buy Rice Krispies in this country anymore because they're too sugary. Like Sugar Puffs, you can't buy Sugar Puffs anymore. So Cocoa Pops based, and then she puts a banana, and then she put like an Angel Delight type thing, and then put the cream on, like the. It's not cream, is it? It's like I don't know what you call it. Special stuff. It's usually more savoury than milkshakes, but basically the same. Okay. Well, now you've got me thinking, you see. Could you make, like, a Horlicks milkshake? Horlicks is so nice, I forgot about that. They do a chocolate one. What's banoffee? So banoffee is like, oh, then you put a layer of, like, toffee in it. Or is it caramel? So it's banoffee is like banana. Banana based with, like, a toffee or a caramel. Heart attack. What's wait. Heart attack. Heart attack. Heart attack. Oh, yes, give me that. On it. Sugar puffs in milk microwave with a couple of minutes. Do you remember Sugar Puffs? We can't buy Sugar Puffs anymore, can we? It's like they took Lucky Charms off the shelves. I swear we used to get them here. But if you go to trusty B&M, you can buy them. You can buy Lucky Charms in a B&M. And if you look a couple of boxes to the side, you'll get their own version called Mateys. It's exactly the same. Oh, and B&M did do, I don't know if they do it, they maybe did it for Christmas, but you know the marshmallows that you get in, like, your Lucky Charms? They did a packet of them. It was, like, amazing. I bought one and King was like, why are you eating them? Now, you need them with milk. And I'm like, they're just literally dried marshmallows. Are you even allowed to have fun and have heart disease in the UK? Nah, our food is too bland. Oh, I haven't got the other bit out. You know what? If I can get the ingredients, I'll have to get malted milk. When I bring back another like crazy cooking show, I'll have to do it. I'll have to make some like really. Oh, when is like Anzac Day? That's a New Zealand day. When is Anzac Day? Do you remember the honey monster? Do you imagine it? The honey monster. He was the yellow monster thing that was on these sugar puffs and ricicles. Because I swear you can't get ricicles anymore. You can get plain Rice Krispies, but ricicles with the space boy on it. I remember when they used to give like a little gift. She'd buy a box of cereal and there would be a toy in it. April. Oh, so Saturday the 25th. So maybe what I could do for maybe either the Saturday the 25th of April or the Sunday for Anzac Day. Maybe I could do that. Okay, let's. Well, we'll work it. We'll do it. I can make or start of that month. New Zealand sweets and stuff. You can buy stuff like that from Sansa. Sansa is South African. South American. South African or South American? There's kind of a big difference there. Australia, New Zealand. Anzacs, so you can get Afghans, which are chocolate biscuits, but they're made with like cornflakes, and then you top it with chocolate icing. So it's chocolate cornflake biscuit with chocolate icing and a walnut on top. Or they do Anzac biscuits, which are just 80 biscuits. I'm not going to be doing a pavlova, which is a meringue. 3 years, 11 months, and 5 days! Almost 4 years. That's mad. That's mad. I mean, I know I didn't stream for probably a year and a half, 2 years. Probably. That's mad. For almost 4 years, my god. Try to take over the world for seasons, but forget to keep some for yourselves. So true. Like, so true. To be fair, I am probably like one of the... What pieces is 16 and 15. I bought like... I don't know, it was salsa from Morrison's. So store brand salsa. So I thought that would be nice to have with nachos, like mince and nachos. I made wraps and mince, I suppose you call it. And that's got quite a kick to it. And it's store brand. 16. That's true. Oh, maybe I will do something like that. We could do like a every month. Let's do around the world. I'll start with New Zealand because I actually have a New Zealand. Well, I was there for a year and a half, and I do have a New Zealand cookbook. I mean, it's not really that hard. You just Google it. But I don't think I'll be making a pavlova. I have made meringue, which is in the Fallout cookbook because you can make the mushroom clouds as meringues. I have made them. They are really tricky, but they're really fun. I've made them. I'm gonna salsa over there. Is it actually hot? I don't. That's the first time I bought salsa, so I'm not the one. Oh, have I ever bought it before? I'm not really a salsa person, so I just thought, oh, that might be a bit nice. So I don't know is the answer. Yeah, welcome in. I hope you're keeping well. We are having fun trying to find the pieces that I need. We've given up on one bit. I found 16. Found it. 15 and 16 is what we need. Oh, I was about to say, I thought I was about to read I was alright until you showed up. No, it's a compliment. I think this is about to ping off in a minute. Cut it properly, crazy, come on. Number 15. There's nowhere near 16. There's that bottom bit. Oh, I was about to point to it, but you're not going to be able to see. You can't see my mouse either. That's not going to work, is it? I like that is his cape though. Yeah, you can see that bit. It's his cape. This is taking so long to find these pieces, and it's. Well, now because I've cut one, I now have to. Oh, I think I found it. Is that 15? No, I found it. So we're playing the. I couldn't do one section bit because I couldn't find the numbers for. We're not going to say how long for. So We're going to do a product of elimination, so whatever's left on the sprue, I should find it a lot easier to find said pieces that I need to finish the pod racer, because that's what we're now calling it. Also know what since my best mate. Eat me like a bug. Is that for eat me like a bug? Straight in, like what they do on a celeb. In fact, I don't actually watch that anymore. Well, I can't remember the last time I actually saw it. Oh, I think it was like during lockdown we were in that Welsh castle. Because what else do you watch in lockdown other than other people in lockdown? You know? That is mental. So that you have been following post-COVID. That's weird. Crazy as no look creepypasta. I have no idea what that is. Right, 16. Oh, I was going to say, I was like, that does not fit there. Okay, that eventually fits. We're missing out, crazy. Been out to a quest to get into all at this point. Take your word for it. Right past if you're doing something else. Meanwhile though. Okay, is that what it is? Oh, I thought that was about to really split out on one go. Yeah, it sure sounded like that. You're a dog in here, a motorised scooter. I was about to crank out a New Zealand quote and realised I'll probably be able to be like, oh, I can't do the accent. I know. Left my scooter outside the dairy. Do you know what I'm on about? And you want to watch a really random video? YouTube left my scooter outside the dairy. You're welcome. That was literally, it came out when I was there. Left my scooter outside the dairy. A dairy is what they call a corner shop. I'm very confused. Also kind of feel like that might be useful to not paint, to stick down yet as well, to paint underneath. Do a car model. A car model! What one? I used to, that made me jump. Oh, a bit. That's me not liking that. Oh, that looks really weird to me. I have done a plane before to go on my granddad's grave, so I could get another one. Like an Airfix model. Where though? Because my local tool shop is non-existent, so I'm sure I'll put Amazon as everyone else does. I am just trying to figure out why there is such a... That was really weird. I think my camera has actually stopped, because I was looking at the screen, I was like... Yeah, my camera has stopped. So I thought, you can't even see what I'm making? You can't see my hand in front right now, so my webcam has decided to stop. The lights are on, but no one is home. Okay, we're just gonna do that, and then we're just gonna change this back again. Apparently not. I don't understand. That could be ABS. If not, I'm going to switch over to my phone because we have that sitting right here. Oh, no, we're back. Oh, you can see me now. But like, I'm pretty sure, for some reason, I'll start all of that again. I was like, my hands, there can't be that much of a delay. Trust the process? Or trust the process? You're British, I have no clue what you're talking about. I need a higher translator. Wow, my accent doesn't help either, does it? P55 Mustang model. I'll probably, if I wanted to do like something, a different model, I probably would actually do like, well, that's not a car, but I would do maybe a Spitfire or something. I'm actually gonna not stick them down because I feel like that might not necessarily be. Oh, that bit might be okay to paint, to be honest, because it's just gonna be dark anyway. Crazy that plane. I know! I was like, maybe it was a Spitfire or something like that. I could put it back because I did make one. Did I have to paint one or was it already painted one? Probably one of them. And it was on his grave, but when they come and cut the grass, they're not really the most. And so it kind of got slightly obliterated. So, I don't know, my dad would like another one, so maybe I'll do that. We'll build a plane. On stream. If that's what you guys would like, a plane would make more sense to me. Trust the process, Grady. I'm sure this will look delightful. Okay, so we're done. Finally that, and it's taken me like an hour. Okay, there's another bit to go on front, which we're going to make, but I'm not going to stick that on because looking ahead, that is meant to stick there, which means that's going to be really hard. So we're going to be kind of done with maybe that bit. 1B. 1C. What? Oh, okay, it's telling me 1B, which I was thinking that's literally what we've just built. So we need 2 18s, which I can see right here. I want to put you on a Seki's castle and get to use the cars and chase through the maze. Me or PC? Did you had a video of you showing off your collection of models? I have now put them all in my display. Well, I say all of my Necrons and Daughters of Cain. Where's the other bit? There. They're now on the display shelf as well. So I was actually waiting for my second lot of lights to arrive because the lights in the display cabinet were like only the top. So now my lights arrived from Temu, which I can go on the bottom and now like really light it up. But now it's been pointed out to me it would have been better because I got like what you call it, like staircase shelving. And I didn't think so. They're kind of like opaque. They kind of got like a white little bit with like clear legs, and it's like, oh, it'd be better if they were like clear all the way through. And I'm like, this is, I can't return these. So I've got my Necrons, but it's really hard to film them in the case because it's got a glass background. So what I might have to do is kind of stick, so the background to this, or under here, because I protect it, is black. So I'm going to have to stick it up, I think, on the glass and then film behind it so you don't get like, here's my phone, recording it. Or something. Or I think I've got green, so that'll be like behind there or something. Or like, I've got reds. I want something like black, and I've got white. Both of you. I would be useless at something like that. Pillow fight. Gonna find out with kids. I don't. I don't want children myself. I have no children. Just start with that one.
Thanks for the raid.
Oh my goodness, mediocre hobbies coming in with a raid. Oh my goodness me. Welcome in, everyone. That's what I was just like, something's happened, something happened. Welcome in, everyone. Right, let me. Yeah, you can see me properly. Welcome in, thank you so much for the raid. Let me just, sometimes I have to delay it before everyone round, there's a raid. Is this gonna work? Is this gonna work? Oh, it's gonna work today. What were you doing? What were you building? What were you painting? Welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much for the raid. That's amazing. Thank you. So my name is Crazy MCR Angel. You can call me any part of that name. Some people call me Angel. Some people call me Crazy. It's like probably the only time you're allowed to call someone crazy. So background to me, this is all me. So I am actually a Fallout cosplayer, content creator. This is all me. And this is my like Nuka-tron. I've done Nuka Gal, Vault suits. This is me and my power armor. This is me at a Fallout Factions launch event, Nuka World launch event. And I got to meet the Honest Wargamer and Louis Sugden. If you're like miniature fans, you know Warhammer. This is at their place as well, where they hosted. This is my Nuka-tron power armor. I've been mistaken as a Space Marine twice in my power armor. Yeah, this is what I do. And so April last year I started doing Warhammer streams. So I have got a Daughters of Cain. I started on that. I've been doing this for another 3 years now. Daughters of Cain, Necrons, and Krieg. I have got a lot of Krieg to build. I got a Baneblade for Christmas. And I got this lovely chap for Christmas. I've spent far too long trying to find 2 pieces and gave up. You know, so. But yeah, this is all me. I make all my cosplays. I have won competitions. I haven't made a cosplay for every year, but I took my power armor. I started the year in a London finals and came 3rd, which isn't bad because they judge you on movement. And I can't, as you can imagine, you can't really move in power armor. And then I ended the year with a win as well. So this is all me. And I. Little cling to fame, as everyone in the chat's like, oh, here we go, we're waiting for this to be mentioned. I need to update these photos as well, but I was invited by Professor to go to the Fallout series premiere of number 1 and number 2 of the season, so I'm absolutely, like, amazed. Never thought I'd be invited to number 2 because I was invited to number 1. I know there's a Fallout 3 series apparently coming, but I'm like, I imagine they probably want to ask other people. I don't know. I would still go. I would still go. But yeah, this is all me that I do. Welcome in. What were you building? What are you painting? So I have said Warhammer building, painting streams. I've also got Fallout Factions. So some of the models, I've got none of them here. Well, apart from I didn't. This was what I got from a. Oh, you can't even see that. A Cappy, which I'm going to strip and start again. I got that from the Fallout Factions event, and I've also been invited by Mephidius to the Doom launch event for the board game, the Warhammer type game that's coming out this year. I think it's I was invited to the Kickstarter launch event for that in November, and so it's coming out in October. So if you like minis, you're in the right place. We love minis here. It's keeping me sane trying to build these. But welcome in, thank you so much. That's how your collection evil. Oh, wrong way around. Will there be sumo suits? This is a good question, Jammy. This is a good question, Jammy. But welcome in. Thank you so much. If you want to see what I do. There is my links as well, so if you want to see, I'm on all socials. I used to post daily, but then like last year, it's just so hectic. So I'm going to try and I want to make a new vault suit. I want to try and do a Warhammer cosplay. And there's also a new Fallout one that I want to attempt to make. But kind of would need a mention at this rate. I definitely love Krieg. And I do love my Necrons. My Doors okay, and I haven't actually played 40k. Will probably be like 2 years. I mean, I haven't played AOS for about 2 years. So, got glue like right over my fingers. I just cry when they destroy classic cars and Fallout. So do I. When you're like, oh my god, and you see the little fire on it, you think, run, run. Otherwise, you'll die. How did you build the robot Coke machine? That was actually really fun to do. So I built like that one, the robot Coke machine, which is my Nucatron. So that is actually more of an OC. So I knew I wanted to build it. So that is a combination of a Fallout vending machine, a Nuka-Cola vending machine, and a Nucatron, which is a walking robot on the variant. And I made it out of cardboard, all out of cardboard. And my power armor was all that cardboard as well. Both cardboard and paper mache, and my power armor, I recycle things. So like the fusion core at the back, you can't pull it in and out, was made from we get like when you have a Chinese, you sweet and sour tub, the little plastic round tub. That was made out of one of them. I did buy the wheel because it was around Christmas time, and it's like a mini reef maker, and it was perfect. Or like I forgot there's like a slit cylinder thing right at the bottom from one side to the other. I forgot about this detail, and so I literally raided my recycle bin, the one that was inside, and it's a Pringle tube, and you know microwavable like puddings, one of them on either side. I recycled it, and the lining I did between the arms and the joints and my straps and the legs was an old sheet that I was going to get rid of, but then I bought a dye for, and I dyed it. So it was all recyclable, apart from like the tubing and the circle bit for a handle, and I bought really high boots to wear. But my Nucatron took quite a while to do, and I got cosplay burnout because I was working on it every day. I think, was it like 4 months, I think? But like every day I was working on it. So I literally just started out. I've got pictures. I don't know if I still actually got them. I know I've got my portfolio. Pictures of me just wearing a cardboard box. So I started with the base first, and then so I knew where it's to sit, because then it had to, and I bought sponges. That's what I used for padding. And then I made the box, but like the head has got a sloping back to it as well, and I inbuilt fans. And people were like, that's really clever. I was like, yeah. So luckily, because being a fridge, and it's kind of a bit of an OC, so along the back I got white fans. I made it like a square, and then stuck the Nuka-Cola logo in the middle, because it was a perfect white circle, and they looked like fridge vents. I was like, they're fans. So that was quite fun. I have got an Under Armour, I call it, which is an actual robot like suit, cat suit kind of thing. So I wear that underneath that and my power armor. And I also made the Nuka breaker to go with the power armor. So that's what I made, and then I had that for the London finals, because you have to make something new and different. It might need retiring at some point. I'm not sure if that's going to come out much, but I want to make a new Vault. I need to make a new Vault, so because the other one is just falling apart. Even though every time I go back to it, it's falling apart even more, and I'm not even wearing it. So I need to make a new one. I'm going to try and make it a lot more realistic, and just take my time with. So I have no plans to enter any further competitions unless I get this other bigger one done. My Nuka Marine is literally a Nuka Marine. I've been called a Space Marine in it, and I was like, I thank you. I'll take it as a compliment. The Emperor Tanks, welcome in. How you doing, my friend? What is a microwave pudding? They're like one person pudding pot thing. It's not that. It's like sponge cake, and it had like this chocolate sauce with it. Like one person size. The card I need is Ace of Spades. Oh, okay. while. Said she'll make a cosplay, 1 or 2 a year. Do it. I know. I did kind of think like, oh, I'm not making any last. Well, after, because the finals was in February, so technically I was still. I think I'd pretty much got there by this point. I made my own song as well to go with it. I even did a video for it, and they didn't show it. Whereas like last finals, I was in the year before. So I won regionals. Let me count back. 03. And then I was. Wait. Oh, no, 22. Oh, 22. Then I was in the finals in 23. No, move forward. 23. Well, regionals 23. Finals in 24. Regionals again in 24. Finals again in 25. So, I'm thinking, hang on, how does this make it make sense? So I was like non-stop making like cosplays, and I literally have not had the chance to even think about it last year. So that's why I'm gonna drop like my weekly Sunday stream to be once a month, so then I can actually use that time to be like, whether it's working on a cosplay, whether it's trying to do content. So I love to do a new Vault Suit, because then I feel like I can get back and do like Vault Suit content. And also it makes it very easy to go to con, because you don't need anyone to look after you. Put a Vault Suit on, done. And I want to try and make like a bobblehead as well. Not a real one, but like one for me to wear. My head other goats. It looks like, well, okay, maybe very long time gown. Oh, first on my channel. Also, sushi, so good. Oh, I'm sure there's like a tyrannid. I can't think what the other is. This is one that's in the sea for being sushi. I'm sure, is it AOS? I can't remember the name. But there is one. You're eating that! We're going to settle on tyrannid. Right, that'll do. Just making stuff up now. Oh, sushi. I found sushi grade salmon on Friday sometimes and just eat raw. I did sushi making course. See, to me, I'm like, I'm not really a fishy person. So going to Japan was fun. I had sushi for breakfast. I've been to a sushi restaurant again, like in Birmingham, and I was a bit like, still don't like it. And it's not the real stuff, was it? That's a proper sit-down one, like on the floor one. But I can live without sushi, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It's not my favourite. I don't mind so much if it's like, you know, like the vegetable one or the little small ones, and you have a lot of like soy sauce. That's quite fun, but it's not on my I can live without it, if you know what I mean. It always looks nice. They have always got some like the meal deal here, like in the supermarket. Maybe I should get some. But you know when you buy it, you're going to be like disappointed. I mean, probably when you get like the most tiniest little bit of fish. I mean, I do like the best tuna I've had. I think they call it a hongi, and it was in Rarotonga. And that was really nice. A little island. And what they do is they like bury it, like make a hole in the sand, in the ground, and they use hot rocks, and they put banana leaves down, and they put everything in it, and then they cover it back over, and they leave it for hours. That was the best tuna steak I've ever had. And it's one of the, I want to say Pacific Islands. Across the International Dateline Islands. It's really like, we've been talking about a lot of travel today. That's the furthest I've actually travelled. Went from New Zealand, I went to Rarotonga, and I crossed the International Dateline. So that's probably the closest, I don't know, is that deemed the closest I've been to America? That could be, I'm just kind of counting. Yeah, it probably is actually, would be. Back on my Godzilla fixation again. Nice. So you were watching all the films. I want to see what the competition is here. Into the biggest competition. Go on it, winner! I feel like if I do this other big cosplay, I can enter... Because I've won quite a lot of the regional ones. I kind of feel like that's a bit mean if I go back, but I feel like I might with one of them. One venue, like that's the thing. Like when you do, say the Anime League ones at UEA, or any Anime League ones actually, for that factory, even the London ones, they don't accommodate for disabilities or larger cosplays. As in, you can't get up the stairs. And it's like, can't you have a ramp? No. Health and safety. It's like, okay, but if you're in a wheelchair, say, you can't then go on stage. And not all places. The London one, I had to repeatedly, even on the day when I turned up, was like, I can't, they're like, oh, you need to get on stage. And I was like, you know I can't get on stage. When I submitted my application for the finals, I said I can't get on stage. When I submitted my portfolio, I can't get on stage. I've been in correspondence with you saying that I can't get on stage. I turn up, why can't you get on stage? Let me think about this, because I'm dressed as power armor. So they then were like, oh, well, we're going to have to clear a path so people can't, like, people can't sit all the way up just so you can walk on. I was like, yeah. It's like, oh, can't we help you on stage? And I'm like, have you seen my feet? My feet aren't this big. Like, let me at them. That's the best thing. I can't think which one it is now, but there is a probably a more fitting sushi Warhammer model army. With Dark Side with just Space Moon. Space Moon 2! I also have Korean rice bowl. What's that got in it? I had my first... Is it pronounced pokey? Poke. Pokey or poke? It looks like poke bowl. Because when I was really trying to hit gluten free, I'm kind of a little bit relaxed. I do notice a difference. I looked at like, oh, we'll go and get a meal deal. I was like, the literally only thing I can have was sushi, or this salmon poke bowl, or this chicken poke bowl. The chicken one was a bit... I don't know. Not the chicken itself, it's just the flavours were like... Not very nice. The salmon one, now I would eat that, even though that is like raw salmon, but you get like a nice big pot of soy sauce. I did actually try and recreate it myself, to make a lot more healthier version. Without the sticky rice, because I'm like, I'll just buy brown rice. It's not quite the same, I know. So I will eat it, but I won't go my way. But now you think about it, I'm like, that could actually be quite fun to try and get a different type. But you know when you're like in the buy it from a supermarket, and I'm already, especially like where I'm from, I'm kind of a bit sus, like how long has that been sat on the shelf for? I mean, I know it's going to have a date on it, but I'm kind of like, how long has that been sat on the shelf for? Or like, how have they stored it? You know what I mean? Not that I don't trust my local supermarket. if you know what I mean. Godzilla roll at my... A Godzilla roll at your local sushi place. Oh, caviar. I've tried caviar. I do not like caviar. There's one sushi that sticks out to me when I was in Japan. We went for sushi for breakfast. And it was one of them really big ones. The beer, yeah. And had orange, like, balls on the outside. Until I was eating it and they were crunching, was I told they were crab's eggs. I don't get the size. You know when they come in like really massive sizes? Surely you can't get a hole in one. You know. But I guess you have to kind of be... How... Do you not choke? You like those little small ones. They can be really nice though. Like, I wouldn't be like... If somebody was like, oh, let's go and have like a sushi night, I'd be like, that's questionable, but okay, I'll try this. I would rather eat sushi than I would prawns. I mean, I would have a prawn cocktail if I had to have a, like, say, there was something else in the start of that. I had to have a start and I didn't like prawn cocktail. I will have scampi. I would have like fish and chips. I mean, I'm British, so obviously. But like, I couldn't eat crab. I don't like crab. Salmon I love, but it, for me, is expensive. It's really expensive. Over here. I think even things like, when I used to then buy like fish like bassa, which is like basically the poor man's cod, it used to be really cheap. And then I bought some recently, not recently, like last year. Huh. It's gone up. It's meant to be like poor man's cod. Oh, that fish flopping in my belly. My steak is Japanese. Chicken. What is that one that's at home? Caragdon? Oh, you bought the fleece jacket! Nice! Oh, you have to show us a picture. Crabs and lobster freaks me out. I did try a bit of lobster. I don't like scallops. So two things I tried from the Fallout cookbook are my like, what are they called? Fish cake things? And scallops wrapped in bacon. I do not like them. I don't like the taste of crab. Don't like the taste of lobster. Don't like scallops. I've had scallops once before in New Zealand after drinking wine. So I think that's when I was like, oh yeah, I'll try it. They were freshly caught by the person's house that was at. I was like, yeah, great. And then after a little bit of sobered up a bit, I was a bit like, I would not have eaten that if I hadn't had like a glass of wine by that point. Yeah, I'm not a shellfish person. Like even prawns, I won't eat prawns like without like, I would have more the Murray Rose sauce than I would a prawn. I'd quite happily have a pot of that sauce and like 5 prawns in it, you know. I do love proper fish and chips. Like they're proper fish and chips, like proper ones. Mushy poons. Yeah, not a big shellfish fan. Yeah, it's weird. But now you've got me thinking about sushi. Now next time if I do go and they're like, let's go get a meal deal, I will try some sushi. But I'm always a little bit skeptical, am I going to get ill after eating this? And also depends how expensive it is, not going to lie. If it's more than my poke bowl, I'm buying that poke bowl. Oh, why can't I find the numbers of things? This is really bugging me. Oh, it's upside down. I do like fish and chips. Calamari. Oh, no. Did I try a bit? I think I have tried a bit of it. I can't. Oh, and then I was with the ex. There was a fishmonger's popped up and it disappeared again. They had oysters in, so we got one each to try. I couldn't. He loved everything like that. He's a shellfish person. Hey, yeah, and he loved prawns without the sauce. So yeah, he's just shellfish. He's a shellfish person. I couldn't bring myself to eat a mussel. It was in the shell, and it was like, I was really just eat, and I was like, no. Anything like eels, I mean jellied eels. I think that's quite an old thing that's not many people eat. I had alligator and quill. What's quill? Quill. I know Iceland did some funky things, like, I'm sure it was like alligator, because it's kind of like a pinky kind of meat, pinky white meat, isn't it? And they did like frozen kangaroo. It's like in Iceland. Iceland's a supermarket known for frozen things. You can buy non-frozen things, but it's generally known as, that's why mums go to Iceland. Probably actually not allowed to say that anymore, are they? Don't come at me, because that's their slogan. Or what's their slogan? Probably was their slogan. Before somebody will come at them for that slogan. I don't care. I'm just gonna put out there. What we need to do is get crazy and do it here for. Oh, I would love, if I ever make it to America, I would love to go for a proper American barbecue. Oh, yes. That, yeah. Though, you won't like me. I'm struggling to find numbers. I don't like, you know, when the burger is still mooing. I'm like, if you know what I mean. Good, done. No, I don't want steak tartare, thank you very much. I half wonder if I'm not finding where they are because they're like the other way around. I'm looking for other bits that's meant to stick on that. This is going in the lost category bit again. All the good barbecues along the southern US, Arizona and Texas, and the south. There is different styles, each with their own perks. Oh, see that sounds. I can imagine American burgers. I did when I was in London last year. I had a. Where is it? In Gecko. She took me to. I think it was a Mexican place, and I was like, I don't need any spice. This is gonna be great. So I had the burger, and I was eating it, and I'd almost finished it when the middle bit was still pink, and I'm like, if this makes me ill, I've literally just arrived, and I've got to go on stage tomorrow in my vault suit because I had took a second vault suit down for the first one. I was fine, but I complained. I was like, this burger isn't actually cooked. Like it's like in the middle. So the rest of it, you can see I was cutting. I was like, but you know when you're like, if you're at home, you'd be like, oh, I wouldn't say anything. But I'm like, if this makes me ill, I'm in the finals. I was fine. Some brisket. Ah, some brisket. The closest I've got is a boxed lump of brisket in like a vacuum sealed bag that suspiciously lasts for quite a while. This is really pissing me off now. Alright, we're going to forget that. Because this is going to be here all night trying to find pieces that don't exist. This doesn't make any sense. We're going to move on from that because that's going to annoy me even more. What's going to fall on the floor? An amazing barbecue place not far from me, and they also make a killer burger. Oh, you can't. Oh, there is a burger man with a van, burger van with a man. I can see it from my house, and I'm waiting for him to set up. He's been working on it. I'm like, he's not going to be cooking because he can't there, surely. But I'm like, I know it's a burger van. I was like, hurry up. But you know when you're like, are you going to be very highly disappointed in this burger? That's the only problem. Oh, there was one, and they started up, and I won a competition for it. You could like come up with an idea, and if they like it, they make it. And I think I called it the farmhouse. I used to work, you know. I was like, oh, farmhouse, farm, fitting, you know, kind of thing. Put like, I think I said you put a chicken burger. What was it? Chicken with pulled pork or bacon and cheese, or something like that. And he made it. I won, so you get the free burger, and then for that month, they run your burger as a special. I was like, thank you for my farmhouse burger. Or was it like a beef patty chicken burger? I think it was like a beef patty, a chicken burger, and bacon. I think you put bacon on it, not pulled pork, because sometimes you could get pulled pork and sometimes you couldn't. I'm so confused. Oh, that's... Oh, look at them. Oh, I thought they were scarabs in there. You can't see that. Proper brisket is a must for everyone. And always like, you know, on Big Bang Theory, that always eating brisket. Howard. It's a must. Me and a Rambo. You've been okay. You don't want it bloody. And especially if you're not used to it as well. I don't understand why me and a rare burger would freak out. I had some bad. That's the thing. It's like, I was like, you haven't, the chef hasn't cooked this. Like, it was fine. It just needed maybe like a minute. But I could understand, you know, someone else would be like, hey, this is too overdone. They didn't ask. I don't think they asked, how do you like it? But I was like, I can't actually eat this. I don't know, does that go there? Does that go in there? Please tell me, because I don't know. What way around do you go? I don't know. on that bit there. Just go this way. We'll go this way. There's another really good small places and state-specific chains all around where I live. I would love that to go to a proper. I really want to go to like a proper like American barbecue place. There was when I was up north. There was something called Lone. Was it Lone Star? Yeah, and it was like. Again, I think it was playing in that it was American, but also one with a Mexican twist or something. But they did like proper like. Well, the closest is probably not proper at all, you know, but American-styled food. But portion sizes as well, they were freaking huge. But it was so good, you know. There is like a little American, I'd say a little bit near me, it's not actually near me at all. But I'm so tempted to go in my Miss Snooker World outfit. And just be like, hey, can I just turn up in my like this, you know, and just sit at the table. Animal Farm burger, beef patty, chicken nuggets, bacon and Animal Farm. Oh, that's even better. I didn't think of chicken nuggets. Bacon and cheese. You've got to have the cheese. There is no hole in which to put. Oh, it's there. Okay, I was like, there is no hole in which to put this. Again, I'm kind of thinking that probably shouldn't have been a good idea to paint that. Make a list of 10 must if you ever. Oh, thank you. I was like, I'd love to go to America one day. I was like, I've never been. What I really would love is just to take like 5 months off or whatever, and just get a camper van and just travel. Go from one side. A uni couple, oh, they're not together anymore, I don't think. A uni couple did that, but like, I'm like, how did you? Well, we know how they afforded it. I know they walked away with no student loan left. You've just finished uni and you're doing this very expensive tour. You know, I'd love to do that. Just like they just travelled for like 3 months across. It was like with other people, so it was like you weren't on your own though. Like strangers are on with you to go across America. Soylent Green Burger, what is that? I don't like tofu if it's anything like that. But to be fair, tofu's not. It wasn't the greatest situation. I was forced to eat tofu. Weird woman. Be warned, there are jerks. Here, stay strapped there. Here. For a minute I thought you were gonna say like jerk chicken. I was like, I wouldn't be able to eat that. That'd be too spicy. And I can't handle too much spice because it gives me like IBS. I have no idea if that's correct, if that's meant to stick down further together. I don't know. I'm guessing it's not meant to. It's meant to be there. Well, I don't know what the other bit is because I can't find that. Then we've got like the spider legs. We can do this because I've seen them. I'm gonna go through this and be like, oh, there's bits missing. Oh, there are like 21. There are smaller bits missing. $21. Always sounds like a car being unlocked, right? Ew, spiders! Where is my... I can't even... You know when you start to go, oh, I just can't find when this is what I'm looking for now. Oh, found one. They are that small. This is definitely going to be a multi-part build and then paint and then stick together. There's one tiny piece. No. Oh, I didn't even double. Yeah, 21. Also, I didn't double check. That was the number. Crazy dementia. Okay. Where'd you go? What number it should have been? Oh, yes, opposite side. This is when you want to come across the other numbers that I wanted to find, but can't find. Oh my god, come on. I can't even get the clippers in. But America is definitely on my list that I really want to go into. And I have got a friend in Chicago. She said I'm welcome anytime, so I might be like, hey girlfriend! I might actually just do that one day and be like, do you mind? You said I could come out and stay. I don't know if she would. Or she might be like, I mean you can come and visit. She might mean like that. I'd obviously, I know that's like saying she lives in England. You know? She moved out to the States. Oh, I've no idea which way around you meant to go. No, what is that? Oh, that's meant to go on there. Oh my god. So I don't know exactly where she is in Chicago. Somewhere in Chicago. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? That's a shame. Hang on, I shall be back. Wait, what should definitely how drivers? I'll have to get it. I'll get it so we can play. Hang on, I shall just be right back so I can let 4K in. Yeah, skill issue. 1 second. 1 second. And we're back. And we're back. King, I love you. Be my Valentine. We'll see if he responds to that. I'm most sorry for the inconvenience. Oh yeah, really? Oh, I should definitely try and do something for Valentine's, right? Where are we? Trying to stick these tiny little pieces on here. And also when I try and go to actual Ireland, like Northern Ireland. I've been to Ireland, but not Northern Ireland. That's another place I want to go to. A little bit closer to home. Just a little bit closer to the home. Does he love you enough to respond? That is the question. To be fair, he's probably lurking. Or he's tactfully going, I want to say yes. Lurking in my bed, exactly. He's like, he's gone. Him and Peanut were. He's left. He just wanted his keys so he could leave. They were out playing Warhammer and Lord of the Rings, I believe. So he's come back here. I'm concentrating so much I kind of lost the trail of thought there. So they've come back. There's no Peanut with them. I thought Peanut might be. Usually them two grace my presence. Oh, it's gonna bug me now, so I can't turn that equal. This is definitely giving me more like... This is now, that's more kind of like the front of the Red Dwarf kind of thing. I could probably do the legs, but I'm not going to put 15. 11 and 10 is what we need now. 10 pieces of them. I'll get you Ego some? What? This is what I'm like. That's 44. Okay. Well, I just saw a long piece and thought, is that it? Oh, it must be this bit. 11 and 10. Oh, are you the 11 I tried to find? No, you're a 9. I can't remember the number. Probably find it now when I start chopping these bits off. Right, you're 11. Oh my word, PC! Thank you! I was a bit like, what the hell has just happened? That made me unaware what was happening then for a second. Thank you, PC! Oh my god, that's a lot of bits. That is a lot of bits. Oh my... Oh, there's a new snowman! Sorry, caps. That's a lot of caps. Thank you, PC. That made me jump. I was like, what the hell is that? Just my screen just flashed. Get bit. Oh, I should definitely have that. That comes up as a thing. Get bit. I love it. If I ever do make it out your way, I'll have to let you know. That would be so lovely. Imagine that. I'll drag Watts and be like, right, we're gonna come and see you. To me mum crazy. Aww. It's crazy needs to get our ass to America. I know. Where's number 10? One day I'll make it out your way. Oh, it's 8 and 9. I got wrecked. Oh, I've just found number 9. Okay. I'm going to cut it off. This is from the very beginning of the stream when we spent far too long trying to find number 9. And number 8. I haven't found number 8, but I've found number 9. You have to remind me, this is number 9. I'm going to put it up there. What's this? It's jealous. It's jelly.
Wasteland's got its own rolling rules. Y'all shall get sidetracked by bullshit every goddamn time.
That is literally me right now going, oh, I've just found number 9. I told you as soon as I've started getting a bit deeper into this. Oh, I don't know if that's... Oh, that is meant to be on that bit. I did notice as I walked back in because I shut the door, I was like, how smelly of glue this appears to be. So it's a very sort of like... Alright, how does this go? Oh, well that's quite simplified. That goes in that hole. That makes sense. Well, I got to do 2 of these, and I can't find the other bit. Then I got distracted because then I found number 9. We will find number 8. Hopping off to watch Naked Gun. Oh no worries, PC. That is quite a good classic, isn't it? Old school? Is that what you would call it? Thank you so much for the bits, you incredible... I was going to say human being, but I think pumpkin is more fitting, yeah? As you are a pumpkin. Before anyone goes, what? I was like, oh, he is a pumpkin. You incredible being. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your evening, my friend. One day we'll meet in person, hopefully. Be so lovely. We'll have a chill evening anyway. Whatever you get up to. Whilst I try and find the next bit. I'm determined to find number 8 before I go to bed. This might not happen. As it's taken me like 2 hours. Literally. To find that bit. That's quite a chunky bit of sprue. And then we need number 10, which I think was on another bit somewhere. Oh, over there. That's just so chunky, that bit of sprue. All the sprue bit to hold it in place, I mean. Oh, that's not the right bit. I'm trying to. I was like, that doesn't seem right. No, crazy, because you're literally putting it the wrong way around. Oh, then this attaches to the pod racer. Somehow. There, I think it is. Oh, I forgot that wasn't stuck down, and I thought I'd broke it. That one? Halfway, I think. So not going to be 100% even, because they can't be. Because they're the same piece, but they haven't switched it around. Ooh. This is looking really... Oh. I don't think ABS likes this other camera. We'll just give it a minute to come back. Oh, we don't want that camera. We want... You'll see me for like a split second. There we go. That's an error. I was trying to click around. I was like, that's the wrong one to click on. It's not a very good quality camera because it's in a laptop. I think we're back now though, which is good. Right. Do I want that bit on there? Number 15. It's a large crazy jump scare. Not the most flattering, because of the it's that much, it's just upset Soundstripe. There we go. And not the great quality either. Just making sure you're paying attention. That freaked me out. I clicked on it and I thought, oh shit, that's the wrong camera. That's the wrong one to test it to get it back on again. I do apologise. I have like nightmares now. Oh, it's like a little scarab in the middle, in there. So I'm guessing that. Okay. What is the point in that? What? The scarab goes face down. So you won't ever see the scarab. Unless I just only flip it over. Oh, I just had a horrible feeling. I stuck that the wrong way. The legs the wrong way around. I haven't. We're fine. I just thought they were facing the wrong way. If that's meant to fit like that and into there. How? I feel like this doesn't make sense. No, because it's that scarab in there. So you can see that one. And then this one with the scarab in it. I know it's kind of the same piece, I guess. Snaps in like that. But then... How is that equaling the blue bit? Is it meant to be that? Oh, it's meant to be that, so it's not turned around. The other missing bit is this bit here. Which I can't actually do yet. It'll fit on something like that. Okay. That does seem like if I stick that all down, that is going to be quite a pain. Can I not stick them two together? Isn't the idea that them two are stuck together? Yeah, okay. Alrighty then. But on top that bit comes down, and we're just going to stick these two bits together. Just thinking that would be easier. And then there are some more spidey legs. Which are then 13 and 12, which I have also seen on these sprues. That's quite a chunky bit to try and cut off as well. Ow. Literally just poked myself in the hand. 13 and 12, and then same again. Does that look better? It's not too bad actually. I'm like determined to find number 8. And then I'm guessing it's like exactly the same. The bit coming down. Yep. Oops. And then they attach. On these trumpets. Quite in the right place. And now I need a 22 to stick on the front. I don't know what that is. That's a funny shape bit. It looks quite small. I've still yet to find number 8. It's not the same as this one, but you never know because it might be hidden somewhere. I'm guessing it's the same. I found number 8. Oh, I just found it. It's got a scarab on it. Right, that's going there. And then we're going to stick that down. Be like, I can go to bed, I found that bit that I wanted to find. Be like, you have to keep going until it's built just to find that one specific piece. Guessing that goes that way around. Oh, that's not that way around. Oh, didn't mean to just hit the camera then. Alright, so that goes down. Okay, yes, that does sit where I was like, I put it on and I was like, that doesn't make sense. It does make sense. Make it make sense! Right, go back to the start. This bit goes... Clean that bit up. Yo, yo! Welcoming yo! But when he needs to attend a festival this year. He should hopefully be going... Did he go to Latitude last year? Yes, he did! Should be going to a big music festival again. He used to have a little festival outfit, doesn't he? I can't... It's starting to break this song. It's just got really loud for some reason. But he should hopefully be going to a music festival again. Yeah, he did come. Yeah. Could make him like a little Volt TP or something. And at the front there. Oh yeah, that's going to be a pain to paint. We're keeping it like that. We're keeping it like that. Yeah, fingers crossed it should be going. There's like so many more. We've taken 2 hours to do 2 pages. But fair, we are chatting along as well. But that is the goal, to hopefully be going again. Yes, because I was thinking I did have it around for a little bit with me. He didn't come down all the time with me. I think for like little bits it was like during the day, so not like the bigger events. I have every faith in this. Looking at this big one here. That little bit I just stuck on is to hold up one of these platforms. And then it'll look, to show a bit clearer on here, like that. So it's getting there, but I think I would do the platforms separate. And then you stick it to the base. 20, 2 24s and 2 27s. 24, 27, 25, 28, 26. Key. He does get about a little bit, doesn't Vault Blade? Like, not a lot at the moment. He used to get around like everywhere. Right. Should we do the stepping stone bits? Because that looks actually quite fun. I'll say this and it'll be another hour trying to find the other piece. I'm glad we managed to find that leg and realising I'm not sticking that leg on now because that will be nigh impossible to do. There's 24. It's now gone on the floor. I do that a lot. I just drop random things. Okay, so it's not on that one. I see it on here. To be fair, I have seen like the festival lineup, and it's a bit like. Oh no, it bounced, guys. It has bounced. Okay, well if it's the top bit, I'll just continue and find that later. And it's okay, but it's like their 20-year. I mean, it's early days as yet. They could be releasing more and more. But then again, I never know who all the acts are anyway. Well, I've heard of them and couldn't name many songs by them until you're like, I don't know this one. So that meant to stick on to... Oh my god. Okay, this is a bit confusing. Okay, that then goes sticks 27, and then that sticks to... This is very confusing. Like at the top left box, it goes to drop the one underneath. It then goes to the right, but then it goes to the bottom left, then to the right, and then up, and then down, and then up. Okay. Okay. This is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, these are these fiddly little bits, right? Okay. Well, I can only do the one for now. Because I dropped the other bit, and I'll find it after. You know when you start to lose the will to live a bit, like it's dropped on the floor, it can stay on the floor. At least it's a big bit. I think that's like that. Okay, so then that attaches facing that way. Doesn't feel very secure in there. Okay. $25 is a slightly bigger bits, right? Okay. Can't get the clippers in. And then these pieces join together, but that's not the right one. That's 25 and 328. Oh, God's sake. Next to each other. 26. 26 is the bottom. Okay. This is what I mean. This diagram is a little bit... That size is 25. Bit confusing. 25.
Thanks for the raid.
Jimmy the Brush, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Bear with me a second. We are trying I'm trying to do this bit. Yeah, welcome in, Jimmy. What were you doing? I will give you a shout out. And it will work straight away this time. What were you doing? What were you doing? Welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much for the raid. I have lost a bit of these little stepping stones on the floor. So we're going to build around it. That's what we're doing. Painting the Apollonic. Right, you know when you can say it in your head, but it's not going to come out? Apollonic. And showed off some conflict. Ah, yeah. I think that I've seen you do something like that before. Conflict 47. How is it going? Nice. That sounds nice. That sounds quite cool. If I remember how you were saying before, I'm sure. I'm sure. Yo, Deadeyes, welcome in, welcome in. Right, let me go to my welcome page. So this is me, so thank you so much for the amazing raid. Thank you so much, Jimmy. I hope you enjoyed Jimmy's stream, I'm sure you did. So my name is Crazy MCR Angel. So I am a renowned, well, known for my Fallout cosplays and my content. So this is just what I do as a content creator. But since April last year, I started to do my Warhammer streams where we build and we paint. And we would build and paint miniatures, so not always Warhammer, it could be Fallout. It has been Lord of the Rings models. Yeah, I have got some Halo ones to paint as well. Well, it's very nice. Oh, welcome in. Thank you so much. Yeah, so this is me. This is what I do. I made all of these, so I'm a cosplayer. I made my Nuka Breaker, my Nukatron, which might come up, is the little robot. And my Power Armor, which is that one, all from cardboard and paper mache. And I've won competitions in it and in my Vault suits. There's my Nukatron one. I made everything in it. The bottles are literally just water bottles that then I painted in acrylic paint, and my little Vault Boy I made as well. I made him. So this is me. So I've only got in Warhammer, Doors of Cain, which I haven't played for 2 years because then I've been letting on 40k. Necrons, which is what we're building. If you're thinking, what are we building? This little thing that's in the corner. This little thing. This little thing. We've done the mimims, whatever you want to call them, last stream. It's taken so long to get to this point, and the size of it is the mimims. So this, what I'm building, is in stages, so it's going to be this big, and then they have each of their own. There's the one that they're going to stand on as well. So he is quite a beefy character. I'm glad you enjoyed your stream. Thank you so much for the raid. And I also have, if you're into Warhammer, I've also got, I'm building a lot of Krieg. And I have got the big tank as well, the Baneblade. 25. Stick 25 and 25 together. Which is still currently inboxed. Boxed up. Underneath my coffee table, so at least I'm looking at the box. So that's going to be built. I've got 2 Lehman Russ tanks as well, which need painting. And I'm going to magnetize them. A bit like my Baneblade. Not Beyblade, but Baneblade. But thank you so much for bringing your community over. But welcome in. So I am still quite relatively new. I've learned so much of like even painting. I don't have anything here showing off that I've painted because I've just got some. That is going to annoy me because that's not going to sit flush. And even paint models are currently downstairs in display cabinets that I have bought recently. I'm just going to just have to work it out there. Quite understand why, but I can fill that in. If that's going to annoy me that much, I can fill it in with some green stuff, liquid green stuff maybe. As you can tell, it's sort of like just stick together at this point. So we kind of part building as we're going along because this will be a lot easier to paint. And also, we couldn't find one leg, 2 pieces to make a leg. entire stream until just now. And I realised I can't actually stick the leg on, because if I stick the leg on I can't really then paint the bit where it's stuck on. So it's one of them models where you have to part build and then part paint. 25. And then one of them goes into there. Right. The other bit to this is on the floor somewhere beneath me, but as we have bits flying off all night, we're just gonna pretend there's only one step for now. So unfortunately I haven't got anything that I can show you that I've painted at the moment. And now I need to 28 and 26. Cool. 28 and 26. I've seen them. Well, to be fair, I accidentally cut one out anyway. There we go. And then the 28 are the really small. They're not actually all the smallest. There's the 27 ones whilst I'm looking at it. It's been there trying to hunt it. There's been quite a few bits that I haven't been able to find immediately on the sprue. So we move on. I think there's another bit as well. That's 28. That's what we sort of do here, is just go process of elimination. Keep building, and then you might find the bit that you actually need. Once there's less on the sprue and you can easily see. So that bit's got to be the same. I know one is basically, well, the two the same. Just drop that a little bit. Yo, cosplay for the worms! Hey, what have I missed? We're building very slowly. The Silent King. I hope you are well. A bit is pinged on the floor, so we're ignoring that. I will have to go and get rid of the glue. My fingers are literally covered in so much glue, but would it be a build stream if you're not covered in glue? Are you really building if you're not covered in glue? I forgot to request more glue. Oh, again they've got scarabs underneath, which you're not going to see. Oh wait, they don't go on there. Wrong bit. I have got the other stuff there, but what? The liquid cement, but that's really pungent. Best way to say. Oh wait, that's the wrong way around. Burden. Stream feels good, man. Thank you. Oh, welcome in beyond the box art. How are you? How are you doing? Not a fan of plastic cement stinging. Oh, it's very strong, isn't it? So I had to. I just had to leave and come back for a second. Using this plastic glue. I'm in my bedroom, so I'm gonna have to like leave the door. I've shut the door. I've done it again. To be fair, I've shut the door. And I'm like, I walked back in, I was like, whoop, that smells in there. We're gonna just make him some fun. That's alright. I have got some. Are you not gonna stick? That's not the right bit, and that's not the right hole. There we go, crazy! Something like that? I think I've got it here. I have! There we go. Accumulating all the glue. Says lad needs part building, you said. Yeah, so I've done him in quite a few sections so far. But we're still quite worth it. It's taking a long time. I then couldn't find certain pieces. You know what it's like when it's on the sprue. Just so then it's easier. So like, for example... I can't remember that bit goes now. Something like that. We're gonna pretend. Oh, it's a scarab on there. Yeah, so then if that like leg goes on there, I'm thinking that's going to be quite awkward to get like the brush in. So I'm going to keep that leg off for now. And the same with like this bit should have been stuck on. But I'm like, that's going to be a pain to get like under. So I'm going to keep it separate and then sort of paint as I go. Which will be something I haven't quite done before. Even like when I did like my Doomsday arc, I think I did it in like, you had like the back bit, and then I think I built the guy separately and then tried to put him in his little chair, and then you just had like, I built the, I don't know what you call it, the rib bits attached to the body bit, and then the gun underneath I kept separate, which would just be quite impossible to build and to paint. I gotta get more. Oh, well, that was a plastic glue. Are you? Oh no! If I've got the option on plastics, I tend to use the cement. If you don't like the smell, then it works as well. It's quite pungent, isn't it? Should give it a go. It's very warm. It's been behind my laptop. I won't do that on stream. Smelling it. So I never know if that's like enough. But I know that is far enough, if you know what I mean. Oh, I can really both sides. I do like the little brush on it. And like, to be fair, the little hobby shop were like, yeah, this has got quite a... You need to do it in a well ventilated area. On both contact, but I've just realised this is pulling this off as well, because that needs to sit in. Oh, what? Wait for a moment before you stick them down. To be fair, I just noticed it has got directions on them, which I have not read. So, its face is so chill, I love it. Thank you! It's on Soundstripe. And it is... The website breaks most of the time. I think it's just called like... What's it called? Stranger Since. Very Fallout fitting. Tell me there's a low order version. Light blue lid. Oh, okay. I think the little hobby shop, because this is King's one, and he really wanted some, and they said that it's just the only one that they had in stock, and they'd literally put it aside for him, and they were like, yeah, you want to use it in a well ventilated area. Which is fine, because I can imagine, like, if you attempted to just to keep this in like in a shut room, you probably would get like a headache, right? Gives this one a moment to melt the plastic so you can get 3-minute bonding. Let's get it in the right place, crazy. Oh, it's stuck to me now. This is when you work out you haven't put these bits in the right order. Right place. One bit's in, that bit's keep breaking. And the fiddly bit. You know, you're just like, please, just stick. Okay, you're not going to stick, fine. Oh. It's a shame, because then they've got, scarabs. Underneath, that's duck. But how will I know I'm building stuff if there are no cement fumes? That's true, right? That is quite true. How would you know if there's no fumes? I don't want to smell, but I'm always replacing the top in a reasonably ventless space. I know people who have gone, oh my goodness. I can imagine, because that is quite, I mean, that's what they were like warned against. They're like, oh, done that the wrong way around. Was it the wrong way around? Yeah. It's a bit like nail polish remover, isn't it? For some people love it, some people hate it. That must be hard though, to then get to the bottom of that. You have to like tip it, I guess. But I can imagine one pot of that must last quite a while. I imagine this will just be all the same colour. Because you want to kind of like focus the detail, don't you? Want like the actual... Oh, this is not sticking. This is absolutely collapsing. Okay. Hasn't really gone that well. So that does not seem like that's going to stay right. Maybe now? I will find the other one. That is on the floor. Just like the concentrating bit. Oh, it's easier to do it that way than what they've suggested. That just seems higher than that side. Oh, I don't understand why. Why is that? That's going to annoy me because that isn't quite where it should be. You stick your fingers to this thing, silly. Just stick it to you. I like the danger, keep out of the reach of children. Warning logo on this. Extremely flammable, vapor, harmful. But do we pay attention to that now? Oh, I don't like how this is not sticking. Why is that not? Why is that not making that equal? I was like, oh, that's really wet. I was like, no, it's just really cold. Don't hook it up to a ventilator like it's an oxygen tank. Can you imagine? Put it through like the ventilation system. Oh, I shouldn't have blown it now because like then I got a whiff. I was like, it's like nail polish remover. That's bugging me. Why this one side is lower than the other? Well, it's the same piece. I don't like that. It makes it more fun when it comes with a warning label, right? I think that's actually meant to be flat and this is not coming flat at all. Oh, might be coming right now. See, I don't think this is... Oh, I can't even read it. Plastic glue contains some form of cement. May cause drowsiness or dizziness. No smoking, keep containers tightly closed. Use only outdoor in a well ventilated area. Where... What? I just thought that... I just skipped ahead on this one and thought it said wear contaminated clothing. Pardon. Wear eye protection, protective gloves. If on skin or hair... Pardon? Wear gloves. If on skin or hair... Take off immediately, or oh, okay, I'll contaminate clothing. I was like, pardon? Yes, I'm just going to take my skin off. More warnings the better. Exactly. If inhaled, remove person to fresh air and keep comfortable for breathing. And that's just on the army painter one. Use in a well-ventilated area. The tightener kept securely after each use. Wash up with water. Adult modelers only, age 14 years and above. Put parts together, then use the brush on the cap to introduce cement into a gap between the parts. Do not use on resin parts, I'm guessing. Elastomer. And then it's got warning! They've got a warning label over not the ingredients, which is probably fantastic. I suppose it's got a warning to... That is true! I mean, it may be covered up. May cause drowsiness and dizziness, cause highly flammable liquid and vapor. May cause serious eye irritation, cause skin irritation, toxic aquatic life with long-lasting effects. Keep away from heat, hot surfaces, sparks or flames. No smoking. Avoid breathing dust, fumes. Vapor spray. It does not say. I mean, it doesn't say. Don't forget to wear a hazmat suit while using. I mean, that's what I was like, what? Throw away like contaminated clothing. Contact with. It might be under there where they've stuck. Part of the warning label is over another warning label, which has got ingredients in. The thing is, then you can't use a hairdryer to heat up enough glue to then take the sticker off. You know you want it to say do not digest or ingest. Read carefully all cautions on side panels. Well, you can't because you're stuck the label over the label. It's got to surely say do not drink. Like contaminated clothing feels like some strange encounter had a fallout. I literally thought that's what it said. So I was like, pardon? What is this? This doesn't make any sense. It definitely would make it more Fallout-esque, wouldn't it? That is for sure. So then that would then go on that bit, which is there. On there. Warning, do not read this label. They don't want you to know some stuff, do they? They'll put the warning label over the warning label. That would then fit there. So that's why, like, it's definitely easier to do this in part build. Ooh. It's annoying me, that's not going to stand. Unless I stick it to the base, which then needs one whirly bit, and probably another whirly bit. I could do the whirly bit. The voidy bit. If anyone's got an empty one, you can apply heat and then just have to remove it and see what it says. It's like, I don't think anyone's going outside to use the glue. It's a bit like, you know, when on peanuts they put contains peanuts and you're like, so imagine that must have a do not drink, digest or something. Or they're presuming that most people who model have a brain cell. But I'm not surprised if they haven't got it on there. It has to be on there somewhere. Do not drink. Oh, well, it smells gorgeous. I want to drink it. Can you imagine? You know, now I'm just like, I'm super intrigued. My little presentism brain is just like, I want to know what it says, but I can't peel it off, which is really unfair. Now I need to find somebody who's got one where they haven't stuck a warning label over the warning label. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you can't really stick a warning label over a warning label, and it tells you then to read the warning labels, but you can't read the warning labels because they've stuck a label over it. But look, it's the Silent King. You know, if you collapse on the side, that's your problem. You know, it's the Silent King. I'll try again. What bits stick? That, and the two bases. Right. I've never actually paid that as much attention to the outside until now. Oh, you can't see that, I do apologise. I can feel my thumb sticking to the base. So I'm going to complain about it. Exactly, that's true. He's hardly going to complain about it. It's the Silent King. You'll never know if he is disgruntled by that decision. You'll never know. And then that, I guess, attaches to there. So then, he can then stand. See? Genius. And then, so then he'll have his big face. It's kind of like if Mr. Handy was in the Necron world. Because he's kind of given off Mr. Handy vibes. And then, he looks so tiny on that. It's kind of like you've got quite a big base. Big ego. And then you're like, oh well, we're not even there yet, are we? Then he's got all the top bits and... But he does actually fit on it. He's not over it. He's actually on it. Oh, gee. There's all I can think about is, I don't know. Do I need to have a costly habit? That is true. It is a very rabbit hole. The actually, I'm probably more expensive in the States, I think. The Lord of the Rings, if you like that, are quite cheap. So you can buy like army box for like, I say army because you don't need that many. 40 quid, I think. Which then you can like do like little mini games, and then that's like it. Whereas we won't discuss how much this model is. Saying he might be trying to compensate. I mean, like for example, the Doomsday Ark has got a small clear base and overhangs. My shrine, my Bloodwreck shrine, towards the Cane shrine, overhangs. To be fair, he's going to have extra on top, isn't he? Just done on Legos again after 2028. I'm old. And that, wow, those have evolved. Oh my goodness, I imagine that is quite like a rabbit hole as well. So I don't know if it's easier to stick that. What do you think? Stick the spirally bit in now, because to be fair, to paint that. I don't think that's going to be that bad. Yummy Necrons. Yummy Necrons. Oh, come in, zombie. Sometimes things just overhang. This is true. Put that in there. Kind of put like a little. I don't think I'm rubbing off too much and then not put enough. I'm not going to stick it to the base, I don't think, because we all know you do that and then it's like, god damn it. Because then computer sounds nice. But he is. It's like now he'll be like a Necron Mr. Handy. But yeah, I won't stick it to the base yet because then trying to paint underneath, having that big base, will be slightly tricky. So I'm still going to crackle base it. To be fair, I could crackle base his stand bit as well. So even that little bit that he's on, I might even still crackle base it so it looks like he's literally hovering. This will look okay, right? I could even then, to even it out, what I might actually do, because you can tell that's kind of like what they've done. Well, not, they haven't crackle based it. Fold you in half, mate, so we can see. So his base bit basically is non-existent. So I was gonna, oh, because they've done all this. So I'm gonna crackle base that, but I might even put bits of like green stuff over it. Otherwise that is clearly going to look like he's been stuck on there. So then green base it for like texture. I could even paint Oh, I still want cracks in it. Let me have a think. If only that was so lucky. Makes it worse that I discovered that there's a Lego store right up the street from me, and it's across a 4 ways from abroad. No way! So you're just like, you could just accidentally fall into it, and accidentally fall into that one. There is a massive, if you ever come to London, there is a massive Lego store. Oh, I've got another bit to do. And then that's that bit done. 23 and 47. It's 47. Was 23 a little... that bit there. What's the other one? It does kind of look like they've cut their little round off from the box. So it looks like it, right? It looks like they have. Or they've really cleverly done it. But to me, that looks like they've cut it off. Oh, you can't really see that. It doesn't really help you, does it? Let me bring it back in a bit of a better camera angle. Yeah, you see what I mean? Because it looks like they've used texture paint, yeah. But I don't think texture paint would cover up quite the lip that has. And I'll crackle paste all of mine. But it looks like... it looks exactly like how these bits are coming down. And they've got like little bits of moss or something. So I'm going to have to think about that. The intersection of irresponsible spending. Dangerous. You go, oh no, I've now fallen into this trap. My channel enjoyed the small plastic things. No worries at all. Thank you for dropping in, especially as a night if you're prepping for your channel. Much appreciated. I'll give you a shout out as well. There you go. You need to go and follow Random Arizona Dude. A long time friend. I'd say how many years? I can't remember how many years. A lot. Well, I think it's like 4 years since I started streaming. So you need to go and follow Random Arizona Dude. Variety streamer, charity streamer, all round fabulous human being. Hard to say, you have to pin the crap out if you wanted to get rid of that mound. Yeah, because there's not a lot to hold it up, so I might... I've got liquid green stuff, and I've got normal green stuff. I'm thinking that's the way forward with that. To like... texture a base. Or somehow. That will require quite a lot of green stuff to level it out, won't it though? But like do like textured bits, if you know what I mean, like kind of a bit like a rock. I don't really want to paint that, have like on a black like crack or something. Okay, I'll have you fume huffing, no worries, thank you for coming in. Did I see? Oh, that's really weird. Bye Gecko, I can see you on that screen, but you haven't appeared on this screen. That's really weird. That's why I just looked across. I was like, oh, I can see you've commented. You may have gone now by the time I've realised that. So I wasn't ignoring you. You're just not appearing after on my Twitch stream after that mound. Because then I can see my YouTube on there. Very strange. Yeah, that's going to require some thought. Looking at that, I think they have chopped it and pinned it, but the only other way, if you like cut it off and then green stuffed it so it looks like it's causing like a little zap mound, so at least then it's got like a couple of points to hold down. That one's going to require some thought there, how to do that one. You know what, I don't think my Twitch chat's working on that chat anymore. You could wrap a bit of green stuff around it and smooth the step out a bit. Oh, like what, around like the base bit and then have like a... You could even... Could maybe like... raise it. Oh, you don't really want to... Because he's quite a big, he needs to be quite central. Move it to the side. And then make it look like he's like... I could do part of that textured base, but move him so he's off centre. Fill that little hole in. I'll do this as if you can see from my angle. So that sounds... I actually quite like your way. What you've said. So like put it around and then sort of like smooth it down so it kind of blends. I like that idea. Probably what I end up doing. Or put him off centre, just as a thought. Oh, I have got liquid green stuff I could maybe smooth on top if I... No, to be fair, little green stuff goes a long way, doesn't it? Put him more off to the side, whatever way this bit is meant to be. I think that's his front way. So you could have him facing inwards. So his front... Imagine his front is that way, yeah? I'm trying to get the camera angle here. Put him from centre to off centre. Make this like a rock, so green stuff it so it matches the same height. I could even take it a little bit higher if I wanted. Texture paint it like they've done in that grey, and then have like a large section of like black crackle paint. And then I could, what I've done on my Scorpec Destroyer Lord, because he had a couple of holes in his bases, I then green stuffed some rocks and covered up the holes that way, so it isn't just going to be this black and green crackle paint like a river. Could then put it in to have the 3 rocks, or I could get like, you know when you can go into some like miniature shops and you can pick up like, oh, here's a sprue of Space Marines, or like Space Marine arms, and have it like, oh, that's a head. I thought, have like a head sticking up, yes, it's like an arm. We're imagining this is an arm and not a head sticking up, something like that. I definitely avoid removing that mound and pin it, because you'd have to cement the pins into place. I've done it with... What does it want? It's the right faff. Oof, okay. So it's either that way. Could get... You use cork, don't you? Something like that to then raise it a bit. Does it matter? As long as it's not going to be like this high. It doesn't have to be flat, because you can raise it a bit, because you can put them on cork, can't you? So then textured it so he looks like he's near it. Okay, that's a good idea. Depends how far back he is going to stick out, but I think he's pretty central, isn't he? Modify it so he's... He might then be too top heavy. But then actually, to counteract that, you shove like a couple of pennies underneath, so he's going to be counteracted, so he isn't going to be going whoa and falling backwards, and then you put like a 2p or a penny under this. We got it covered! We got it covered! We're going to think of something. Does that make sense? I think stick with the base. Don't cut this off and then, yeah. Because if he was just like that, you could be like, well, he's not got a lot of stability, is he? Well, he's just like that. But because this is 2/3 of the height, no, 1/3 of the height, he's got like not quite half, but not quite a third to go again on top of that. Put some pennies under base of stability reason. So I think I'll do that. Oh, this is what I love. You know, this is what you can learn so much from people like yourself. I like how we bounce ideas off each other. But I know that's going to be a little way off as yet to do the base, but I'm liking the idea of raising it. Doing what you... I might combine the two. Raise them up a little bit so it looks like it's like an edge. Do what you say, so then you mould that in so it looks part of it, so it's not like you've clearly stuck him down. Yeah. And then make this bit more of a giant river, and then... Well, it doesn't have to be that far back, he could even be like that, and then have... I mean, fair, it doesn't have to be that far back, he could just be just off-centre with the same thing. I think it is never a bad idea. Do you think, like... I'm not going to be, like, that high, just to, like, a little bit of, like... Best thing is cork or something, isn't it? Or, like, little bit of wood. Daily on the e-base will add to... Total visage. You think that will look alright? Do you think that's... I can do something like that? As I say, it doesn't have to be that far off-centre, to be honest. And then have the green... I could even have like a crack coming through, so you can see I've got like grey textured paint, so I can do that. And then where he's sitting on it as well, then I can try and do the... Well, if that's glowing down, then that it needs to glow on the ground as well. If you can picture what you want to do with it, you should totally attempt it. I'll give it a try. I appreciate the help, I really do, because sometimes, you know, when you're just sat there and you're like, will this work? Or won't this work? And you're like, people like yourselves know, like, don't pin it. It's like, right, I shall avoid doing that idea. That's not, let's not do that on such a model. Or just mould something. Yeah. Okay. You probably can't actually use like crafter's foam, can you? Can you? One would have to get that to stick. Don't worry about it, I'm back. Welcome back, Vash. I'm liking this idea. So I love the community, is so lovely. If you ever get stuck, you know, somebody's got the answer or the experience of don't do that because that could mess up. Okay. It's a bit like my voidy boy. He's got a base like that, but his isn't. His is textured, and then you've got like steps and rocks and I think a skull or two on it. I have got some skulls I could put down on it, like mini ones and some big ones, so I could put some skulls down on the base as well, like on the land. I definitely think I'm going to have the land and then not all of it that black crackle that I've done on every single base, because even then, like my void dragon, he's on this other, like an island bit and there's all this black around it. but it works because of his so like green. The thing was that had to go into the base in a strange way, and pinning it and wrapping it all around the base with pennies, and then cementing it all with, let's say, glue and because there wasn't something. Oh, okay, yeah, that sounds quite more traumatic than anything. I guess if you don't do that right, you're kind of stuck. And your poor expensive model. But once you get started, you kind of got to keep going, haven't you? I think that's definitely beyond my capabilities. Who knows, like by the time I get around to eventually paint this, I may have something else. You never know, might have another idea. That's what I do love about it, you can literally have like that flexibility. Oh, this is the, there's another layer? Where the hell does that go? I don't know. It's definitely like a Necron, Mr. Handy. Oops.
Thanks for the raid.
Oh my word, thank you so much, you minis, for the raid. Oh, it's not gonna stick. Oh, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Also, I was trying to get that to stick and it was not sticking. Let me give you a shout out. Let me give you a shout out. Let me work out how to do a shout out. Ego, tell us what you were doing. Well, thank you, Stream Elements. What were you doing? What were you doing? Don't use that thing. I'm scared the finger's gonna come flying off with that little. It's gonna be like to scrape it or snip it off. It's just. Luckily, it's quite blunt. To be fair, the little scraper. But this is me. Welcome in raid. Just so it's a little bit. I was like, come on, are we going? Yay! OBS is having fun tonight. I tell you. Thank you so much for the raid. What were you building? Were you building? Were you painting? What were you doing? So my name is Crazy MCR Angel. I am predominantly a Fallout cosplayer, content creator. This is all me, all my cosplays. But on a Tuesday we do Tabletop Tuesdays where we paint or build Warhammer. So Warhammer ones I have is I have AOS Straws of Cain, which I haven't touched for 2 years. I've sort of started to paint the Shadow Green. I've got them they're not a full painted army. They're probably even a half painted army. And then I've got the Necrons 2 years ago. Must be now. So this was a Christmas present. And I've got Krieg as well, which I bought. I have bought my first box set in like June, July, and it's still not completed. And I've got the new box set and a couple of other things, like a couple of tanks, 2 Lima Russ's army, and a Beyblade. So there's my armies that I've got, but I also do Fallout minis, Fallout content creator, and I have got the Halo board game as well. And a couple of the mid-videos, Doom ones, because I was invited to go to the Kickstarter launch event, so I got some pre-available models because they did loads to promote. Thank you so much for the follow. It was painting some flayed ones. No way! Oh, that's so cool. Wait, TSK. Oh, how are you finding it? How was it? How was it? We're just discussing. Have you painted yours yet? Like the base, right? So we've discovered, if I can find it, this base picture has not got. Oh, you can't see that because I haven't switched back, right? I do apologise. That happens quite a lot. So this bit this doesn't exist. He's on his base. Compared to that bit. So we're just discussing how to do it, like green stuff around and then sort of like put it down and in. Because this bit, I am showing you, but this is now the third time this evening that my camera has just gone, nah, I'm not gonna work no more. Basically, you built the thing, so I wanted to show you what I mean, but it's just having a little hissy fit for a minute, so I'll just turn it off for a minute. It was a super fun project. I haven't painted it yet. It's in sub-assembly. That's what I'm doing it as. I've got pieces here from last Tuesday's stream. I've got so far. I was determined to do this section of it today, hence why we've been live for quite a long time. I couldn't find a couple of pieces on the sprue. One piece is down here somewhere. Let me just, it's just OBS, just goes, like the light is on, but no one is home. I have to switch it. There we go. Right, what I was on about. So you see his base. I get it in view. So it looks like they have cut his, this makes sense a bit here. This bit doesn't exist on the model. So we're just discussing to green stuff around here and then smooth it out so it looks incognito. What I might do is set him back a little bit off center, raise him up so it looks like he's on a platform or something like rock base, and use some like grey textured base or paint or something, and then because for all of my other bases I've done black crackle paint with the green underneath, but we're trying to work that out quite yet. Probably isn't terrible to paint altogether, but I figured it would be easier to paint the little homies in the front than glue them. That's what I'm kind of like looking a little bit, so I'm too scared to put it together. Because I think that's, you know, to try and paint, because I like to say quite new. I started doing my Warhammer streams in April. I did moon bases for army, so I used mini putt to cover the plastic circular section. Oh, that's quite cool. You see, this is what I love, is what I was just saying. It's such a lovely community, and you just don't know who you're going to meet and give you like ideas. That moon bases sound quite cool. I've gone for the typical black crackle paint because I really liked it, and that's what kind of drew me. I like the Necron story, and I love like the green contrast. When I first started painting, I was like, oh, I could do it like in neon pink, and I was like, no, go green. I like the sound of that, and thank you for the follow as well. I will follow back. I shall pop my links in as well. So if you want to see like more of my cosplays and things, there are my socials. I need to try and post. I've been so hectic and crazy that I need to post like more. I used to post every day. But if you like Fallout, if you like miniatures, you're in the right place. And I have got a section, like, I have got my Discord link on there. So if you are painting any miniatures of any kind, doesn't know, we've got fantasy people, we've got D&D miniatures and everything. There's a section that feel free to share any pictures, because we love to see everyone's artwork. I feel called out as my Necrons are neon. Oh, you did it neon pink! Oh, I have got a Triarach spider. I call it my spider. And I bought that second hand, and it is grey, and they've spray painted pink. And I'm like, it stands out. But I love the pink. But I was like, I really like the green. That has tested my painting limits, I'm not going to lie. So I do like the neon pink. I haven't got it with me, it's downstairs in the display cabinet. But they've literally just painted the whole thing, I think obviously based it black, painted it all like this grey, not lead voucher but like a grey, and then just spray painted like the main bits pink. I wanted to strip it and paint it to be like my other arm, like the rest of my army, but I like the colour of it, but you can, it's one of them, you just, because it stands out because it's pink amongst green, and I'm like, I like, it's been airbrushed pink. It looks so cool. Right. I was like, I really, because you can get that really bright pink as well. And I have seen, there is someone else. Which one is it? Someone in my community for like breast cancer awareness. I saw something like that would make sense, I guess. They painted, oh, what model was it? It was Necron, and they did the same. So they did like, was it a silver or the Runelard brass, and then they spray painted the pink on top. I took a screenshot of it some time ago, and it looked really cool. I don't know if I can find it now. So it kind of made me think, because just pink could be so different, but the pink is so cool at the same time. I don't know if I've still got the picture. Because either we raided in, or I raided in with somebody else's stream, if that makes sense. I don't remember how far back it was. Oh no, I may have like deleted. Oh, it was not this far back. Was it you? Oh no, that's someone else's stream. Oh, I haven't got their name. But they were building a model, I don't know if you can see that. So they're the robot, and they put it in focus, then it was that's someone else's stream. Oh no. This is another one. Plate Smasher. So he's doing like a mashup. He's also doing like Lord of the Rings one. Like a combination of like colours and things, which is really cool. I can't find it now. And I feel really bad now. I'm like, please don't. Was it you? Was it Beyond the Box Art? Somebody. Well, I can't believe I would have deleted the photo, but apparently I have deleted the photo. I really disappointed myself because it's not you, are you? No, that's me. Why have I... Oh, but I have found... So I was talking about this on my last stream. About like, oh, get a doll's house and modify it. Somebody said, I was like, there is this one that has popped up on Facebook Marketplace. And to me, it looks like a Fallout vault. Because being a Fallout and being miniature. It's a bit like it might be half price, but you kind of also got to go and get it. That's the problem. But inside, I'm just like, I could make that look like... So if you know Fallout Shelter, I could just do it. To me, I'm like, that's just screams like prefab. I'd love a project like that to do. If you know what I mean, to do up. Have like a mini project. In that sense. I'm like, but that also means I've got lots of plastic to build. But I'd love to convert that into... I was just scrolling, because you know when you set it to be like a massive mile radius, and I thought I'm going to search like dolls houses, because a couple were coming up in my area, and I was like, I love everything miniatures. Like even since I was younger, I loved like little Sylvanian families. My mum had, or still has, a doll's house that her dad made her out of wood, and it even had like little switches in each room, and one of the big chunky boy batteries to run it. But it's cool, right? Once I have some photos, I'll post some of my worries in the Discord. Feel free to. There is a tabletop. You're more than welcome to. I would love it. I love seeing everyone's photos. There's like there's Mighty Miniatures. That's it. Mighty Miniatures. It was tabletop, but now we kind of spread Warhammer, so it's Mighty Miniatures. Good luck with the king. Enjoy the process. Got a raid and run. No worries, Yig. I will make sure I follow back as well. I'll make sure I follow you back. But thank you so much for bringing your community over, and good luck. Let us know how it's going painting it. Can tell you what, it's a Fallout building. Right? It looks like, I just look at it and go, wouldn't have to do that much to it, would I? I'm guessing that then fits on there. This then sits on here somehow. Not entirely sure whether it oh, that doesn't, oh, I see, so that sits on that. Oh, that would make more sense. And then that fits on. I've lost. That then fits onto. Cut this the right way round. That way round. I like that. Yeah, sometimes you have to look at it a bit. I would love to have that doll's house. You think, yeah, it's like half the price. It's like, yeah, I've also then have to go and acquire it. But I just thought that'd be so cool as like a project. Oh my god, I'm so... It fits in like that. You wouldn't have to do much to it. I probably would get rid of like the brick wallpaper stuff on the outside. And then obviously like I'd probably alter the front... I thought about this. Alter the front door, cut it out to look like an actual vault door that then opens up. Paint it like grey on the outside. I think it'd be really cool. It would be a fun little project. And then you could go on like Temu, who does do El Cheapo models, which are not legit. And then just put things in. Or, to be fair, what I would do, just to like kit it out. And then what I would do is I've got the Fallout miniatures, so like from the Fallout series, for what Mephidius do. Perfect size. They can live in the vault. Not that I've thought about this at all. That is that bit. But that's just like, you have to travel to get it, so it's really not worth it. And then I need to somewhere to put it somewhere, and then I need to do it up. But it's one of them projects, and you're like, that would look so cool. And also from a content point of view, because like Mum said, I can have her one. Oh no, I think I stuck that actually the wrong way around. I have. But I wouldn't want to destroy it, if you know what I mean, because that is what her dad, who's no longer with us, had made from wood for her. And her one looks like our doll's house, whereas that one just screams like a vault. If it comes down more, I might be like, road trip, anyone? I'm really tempted. But I was like, where to put it? And I'm not entirely sure on size, but that'd be so fun. And literally just kit it out with like Fallout minis from Mephidius. That'd be so cool. When you're just like really tempted, it needs to calm down. Maybe it will if they don't sell it. It looks so much like a vault. But I think I'm going to end it there. I've got all this. Have you? You've got all the other Fallout ones. I know you can get some of the scenery ones. I think you still have to pay for that. I've got the first Hollywood box set. So I know there's other one come out. I could use a Space Marine as a Nuka-Cola power armor. Well, serious ones, yeah. Oh, that's cool. Apart from maybe some vault interiors, because I did see also on Vintage somebody 3D printed Chernobyl, and I was like, oh my god, that's cool. And they could print it to whatever size, and I was like, oh my god, how cool. But I'm like, this doll's house is pretty cool. And then you could just, I'm thinking I could make things. I've got a lot of plastic to build and paint though, but do it up. And then have them as like little scenarios, so like, like little doll's house bottles. Because I know I've got Sylvanian ones which are green and orange. You just print little Nuka-Cola logos. It's quite inspiring. But that's cool. I was just thinking like the door. You could even just stick a bit of like, get a vault and just stick it onto the front door, so when it opens, it looks like the vault is opening. Maybe. I am quite tempted, but I'm also like, that is a project maybe I don't want to start. As I've got plenty of plastic to build and to paint on its own. But it's something different. Something different. And that would be like a long-term project. And that can stay in the conservatory and it's out of the way. I can add to it. I can do like, it can be maybe like my little Vault Boys thing. Have a little vault. I can make mini-me's. Yeah. Interesting. I'll keep an eye on it. It may go, to be fair, but as I say, it's a road trip kind of thing. Bit far. Trying to be good and trying to just been. You see, that's the thing, and I'm trying to like redecorate the entire house, so it's a bit like, where's it gonna go? Yeah, I would love it if I had no plastic. If I didn't have Warhammer, I'd be like, oh yeah. But I have bits of plastic to paint and build. But then that's different, isn't it? So I don't have the time to build any of that. You know what I mean. Right, let me refresh. So I'm going to end there. It's a lot later than I thought I'd stream. But hey, it's fun. It's fun. I do. You know the pain when you're like, I must continue with what I have to do. I was just thinking, along with like my Krieg, as long as I get it built, even if I just prime it, that's the goal. That's why I'm unfortunately dropping my Sunday streams till the first Sunday of every month, because I was struggling by the end of the year. I'm not going to lie. I was just thinking I can't continue because I've got no time to do anything. That's why like I haven't done any cosplay photos in probably the entire year, other than when I've been at con and being a content creator, cosplayer. It's really difficult. And then all like say McCree, I keep being told you need to build it so you can play it before the book changes, and I'm like, something needs to give, and unfortunately it's my Sunday evening streams. So I will be still doing my Tabletop Tuesdays every week, my Fallout Fridays every week, but my Sundays I'm now doing the first Sunday of every month. And that will just stay the same as Sunday Funday. Just so I'm kind of keeping that sort of going. Or I'll see, I might then decide to fully be like, I need to have this evening, because like say I'm cautious of time, I might be working from the morning until, well I say 10, but it's not, you know, by the time you get up, get ready, etc. It's till like 8, so I'm not going to be done until like half 8. So it's kind of like, might be great, you officially can walk in the door and start like at 10, but it's not, because I have to be, yeah. So I'm like, I don't have any time during the week. But we'll see, we'll see. But thank everyone for coming in, and definitely food for thought on the base as well, which is incredible. I'm looking at like, oh my god, this isn't even like a third of the way through. We've had amazing sort of stream. We've got 3 raids by amazing, wonderful people that apparently I'm not allowed to scroll on. And loads of like bits and stuff. I really appreciate it. So I have chucked in my link. Oh, my links? I forget that doesn't actually work on my YouTube. Okay. And my Discord link is in there as well. So I'll be back on Friday. Will likely be late because I am not finishing work till just after 7 or 7ish. So then, if I cut to make a 8:30 stream, that's gonna be quite pushing it. So that might be a 9 o'clock instead of 8:30. It might be 9 o'clock. But as I said, I'll keep you posted in my Discord. I do that more than I do on my own Instagram. I know. Now I mentioned it, I'm like, oh, really, I'd have to air that room out a little bit. So eventually, when everything's been put into the spare room, well, I did redecorate completely, and then I need to then sort the spare room out, actually, and take a load of stuff to like get rid of, charity shop, and then put radio in the conservatory. The Warhammer table can go down in there, and then this setup can be bigger in the spare room. That's the plan for this year. Yeah? She questions? Yeah? Question mark? We'll see. We'll see. To go into... Oh, so many people. Solitude. Is he now live? What is this? We go to... Raided that person last time. We'll go to random Arizona dudes because he always does so wonderfully. Like, he always does a lot for like charity and that. We'll go in. I know it's not quite Tabletop Tuesday, but it's part of the community. Let's go over. So thank you so much everyone for coming in. I need to go and air the room out a bit before I go to bed. just a little bit. I will be back on Friday for Fallout Friday. I'll be back on Tuesday for probably the next section of the build, which is the big bit, and then we have the little people to do. This is going to take me a long time to do, but this is when you enjoy it. I enjoy it. Chat, we learn a lot, we meet new people. So yeah, we'll start the raid. I'm always a bit sus on Twitch because then sometimes it throws you in and you're like, I'm not prepared for this. I'll try and balance this together to show what we've done so far. And you look at it and you think that's not 3 hours worth. But we chat. That's fun, you know. Twitch be sus. Twitch does be sus. It just does what it likes. A bit like OBS really, isn't it? I mean, like my camera's decided to stop working. Was it 3-4 times tonight? But thank you so much to everyone and for the raids. I really appreciate it, and the love and the lurks and everything. We are raiding our cross with 19 viewers. That's incredible. We're going to go across. We want to come meet random Arizona dude and see Mr. Grayson, the kitty cat, who's currently sitting there looking very cute. So we're going to go raid him. So take care, have a good night, and see you all soon.